Fam, you wouldn't show up to your game unprepared, so why you still wilding out down there? That's why I had to collab with Manscaped. It's all about precision, confidence, and staying ready for whatever's coming your way, if you get what I mean. When you feel clean, you move different. And on the Courtnee Edgar show, we keep it real, we keep it sharp, focused, and ready for anything. Now, I ain't gonna steer you wrong, so you gotta make sure you hit the link below. The link is gonna be in the description as well as pinned in the chat. And look, get your Manscaped kit right now and stop showing up to life unprepared. Now let's get into it. Welcome to the Courtnee Edgar Show. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to another dope show of Banter and Barter Show. I'm your host, Courtnee Edgar. I guess everybody decided to take a day off today. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just fucking with you. I can't hear you, bro. Nah, I think you might miss that, bro. And then Jay being a little later, Rob being a little later. No, you Gucci. you at first it was working. I could hear you perfectly fine. Whatever you did, you probably got to take it back to that. But you can hear me though, right? Okay. But while Marcus gets set up over there, man, look, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. We got to run the numbers up on the Banter and Barter Show. Y'all got to help us get to 1,000 subscribers over there so we can be fully monetized over there. You know what I'm saying? So we can run that thing up as well, like we do on the Courtnee Edgar Show. All right. Now, make sure you also tap into the Patreon as well. Like I said before, the Patreon is where it's at. Is where we learn, is where we level up, is where we teach each other and learn from different people. And also share this with your family and friends. Share this with your family and friends. If they enjoy the type of entertainment that we like to give, send them our way. All right. You good over there, bro? All right. Hey, boy, that boy over there struggle streaming. You hear me? But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and keep the show going, and when he gets back, and then we'll just kind of dive into it. So, let me pull up right here. So I came across this video the other day. And there's a lot of women, really out here thinking that they just it. And I'm guessing it's a man fatigue. It's a man fatigue thing. They think that their world is their world, and every man should revolve around it. Chefing on mute type crazy. And these women figure as if they have their life, and so if any man wants to come into it, they have to be adding some sort of value. So I'm gonna play the video, and then we'll give our thoughts on it. All right. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let's rock out.
Me and I should just give them a chance. I genuinely ask them, what are you going to give me that I already don't give myself? I have an extensive routine, okay? I wake up at 4:30, I read for an hour, then I go to the gym for an hour. Then I get ready to go to my full-time job. While I'm getting ready, I make myself breakfast. Then I pack my lunch, which I have already meal prepped for myself for the full week. I go to work, I come home from work. I come home, I go to the gym for another hour or two. Then I come back up to my apartment that I pay rent for, and I clean, I cook, anything else. And then if I have any time before my 9:30 p.m. bedtime, I do another one of my many hobbies that I have: color, read, crochet, puzzle, who knows. What are you going to give me that I already don't give myself? I want something, I buy it. I pay for all my own bills. I cook for myself. I clean for myself. What are you going to give me that I already don't give myself? Because my time is fully.
They want to be men so bad. They want to be men so bad. Where have we gone? What has the world come to these days? Now all of a sudden you think that just because, ma'am, you have a job, because you're adulting, you're doing things that you're doing your hobbies, because you wake up early in the morning to go to work, because you work out. Cool. Okay, now, okay, so let me ask you a question, ma'am. If a guy who is doing the exact same thing that you're doing, he's waking up early in the morning, he's cooking himself breakfast, he has to clean his own house, he has to wash his own clothes, he has to do everything that you just named. He got his own hobbies, and those hobbies may not be crocheting or color crayon or whatever the fuck you be doing, or reading, whatever the case may be. He has his own hobbies. He has his whole thing figured out. What value are you adding to him? What value are you adding? Because mind you, let me get this clear, and let me get some real understanding here. Cool. You got your life. You're supposed to. You're doing your own thing. You're supposed to. You're not supposed to be sitting around twiddling your thumb. You're supposed to be getting to it, focusing on yourself, building yourself up. Whatever it is that keeps your mind sharp and focused in order for you to continue to keep progressing in life. Cool. Do your fucking thing. But what you're not about to do is sit up here and act like you're holier than thou because you're doing, because let's be 100% honest. That's basic shit that you're doing. That's basic. Everybody and their mama who works a 9 to 5, they got a fucking routine on what they do. So what the fuck you talk? What is it that's so special about what you're doing? What is it so special about what you're doing? I don't understand it. Because you thought you was about to get up here and straight cook, and mind you, you're supposed to. You're supposed to do what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to handle your business as an adult. But I'm 100% sure you ain't all the way through and through perfect though. I'm sure there are things about you that aren't lacking. I'm pretty sure you're just naming a whole bunch of things that you might do. I don't even think you do it on a consistent basis. Those are just things that you wanted to name to make it sound good, to make it sound as if you are this perfect woman. You know, the word of imagination. And the more videos that I see like this, the more that I'm like, you know what? Leave them hoes by themselves. Leave them hoes by themselves. Because the problem with me and the situation that I have and the thought process that I have, you think that you just are the best thing since sliced bread. Most of y'all y'all call men narcissists, y'all call men ego driven, y'all call men all of these different names, but it be y'all motherfucking ass, man. I do not see niggas online unless I'm in the wrong algorithm. But I do not see a lot of men on here talking about, okay, well, this is what I do. And if you want to be in my life, this is what you got to do. I do this every day. I do this. I do this. I do this. So what is it that you're going to add to me? I don't see niggas. The only time niggas say that shit is during podcasts. When women say some crazy ass shit, they say they want a man that makes $500,000 a year. They want this extravagant ass dude. And so then that's when men come back with the rebuttal and say, okay, so if you want this type of man, what kind of value are you going to add to him? You say you're this, that, and the third, but you say you want this extravagant man. What makes you believe that you're extravagant enough of a woman to be with an extravagant man? That's the shit that we talk about. We don't just come off the rip and saying some stupid shit like that. You sound dumb. For real, bro. Like, that shit crazy. It don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I'm seriously tired of this competition bullshit between men and women. I really am. I see it all. And what's crazy is since I've been doing these live streams and having these conversations, I've noticed more and more and more and more in movies, in shows, in videos, whatever the case, it's always some sort of shot at women. They always talk about men competing. At the end of the day, it's a lot of these women trying to compete with men, saying what men can't do. Oh shit, men, what I need a man for? Like, shorty, we over here chilling. Why are we taking shots? We over here chilling, minding our own fucking business. Why are you worried about what men doing? Are you that insecure about yourself? Are you that insecure to the point that you got to bring up a man's name in order for you to feel accomplished about something? So with that being said, we must be the standard. that must mean we are the standard. If you feel as if you got to compete with me all the fucking time, we must be the standard. And so your overinflated ego and this false belief that you have that you can do everything that a fucking man can do is it's what drives you. You don't understand that you thrive in your femininity. You thrive in it. That's when you're at your best. That's when you're at your best. But see what y'all do, y'all using that as an attack on y'allself because y'all say if a man arguing back, or if a man has to say some rebuttal, or if he arguing back with a woman, that means he's feminine. So if you saying that a man is feminine, don't that mean that that's an attack on your fucking self? You ain't insulting me, you insulting your fucking self. Because aren't you supposed to be holier than thou? Aren't you supposed to be, isn't femininity everything? Hear a woman roar and, women rule the world type shit. So it's supposed to be femininity, right? So if you call a man feminine, isn't that supposed to be like top tier? Isn't that supposed to be, why are you using it as an insult? It should be something that somebody should be proud of. As a woman, you should be proud that you're a feminine woman and not a masculine woman, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I genuinely don't understand it. And it pisses me the fuck off. Yep, I said it. It triggers the fuck out of me. And I really don't like it. And I don't like it for a lot of reasons. And I just gave you one of the many reasons why I don't like this shit. It's stupid. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. So it be what it is, bro. What are y'all thoughts on it? I'm gonna give y'all a minute to let me know what y'all think. For those of y'all who heard the video, what are y'all thoughts on it? What do you think? Am I tripping? Am I off on that? Voila. That boy straight struggle streaming in here. Tell Snow all she gotta do is go to YouTube and type in the name, she can find it. Let's see, wrong one. I'm just saying though, bro, it just don't make sense to me, bro. I don't understand. Like, what is this competition? Yeah, I got you, bro. I'm just trying to figure out what's this competition between women and men. I don't understand it. Why do you feel as if you need to be in competition with us? You don't. You should thrive in the fact that you're a feminine woman, because guess what? A feminine woman with the masculine man is gonna be willing to do any and everything for that feminine woman. But y'all want to be us so bad. Y'all want to be on our heel. Y'all want to feel as if you're equal. That's a you problem, man. That ain't got shit to do with us. We be minding our business. We get blamed for everything. We get held accountable for everything. And we understand that comes with the territory. But understand something. It's just like a basketball coach. We understand that in public, we're gonna take the blame for it. In public, hey, it's on us, bro. That's us. That's my fault. It's on me. But when I get your ass in private though, I'm on your ass like, hey, don't you ever do that shit again. Don't you ever do this. We're gonna hold you accountable for it. So therefore, it's just platform shit. When we on these podcasts, when we on these live streams, we're holding you accountable. The shit that we would say in private, because guess what? We're not gonna hold you accountable in public in real life. We'll say, all right, I saw that shit that you did, but guess what? I'm gonna hold you accountable when we get home though. We got something to talk about. You good, Brody? Oh,
yo, bro, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, all right. Shit, my bad, bro. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this shit.
And nah, you good. I'm gonna play the video back for you, and then you can give your thoughts, because I just went off on a whole tangent.
All right, let me hear it.
When someone tells me that they're interested in me and I should just give them a chance, I genuinely ask them, what are you going to give me that I already don't give myself? I have an extensive routine, okay? I wake up at 4:30, I read for an hour, then I go to the gym for an hour. Then I get ready to go to my full-time job. While I'm getting ready, I make myself breakfast. Then I pack my lunch, which I have already meal prepped for myself for the full week. I go to work, I come home from work. I come home, I go to the gym for another hour or two. Then I come back up to my apartment that I pay rent for, and I clean, I cook, anything else. And then if I have any time before my 9:30 p.m. bedtime, I do another one of my many hobbies that I have: color, read, crochet, puzzle, who knows. What are you going to give me that I already don't give myself? I want something, I buy it. I pay for all my own bills. I cook for
Oh shit, my bad.
myself. I clean for myself. What are you going to give me that I already don't give myself? Because my time is fully booked.
So what's your thoughts on that? What up, Joe? What's good with it?
Yo, bro, that sounds like a whole bunch of fucking bullshit right there, man. What she looking for somebody to do something outside that she can't do? Like, I mean, if you looking for someone just to do some shit that you can't do for yourself, you mean you're looking in the wrong place. That's just some ignorant ass shit right there. Like, of course, I mean, you can do whatever you want for yourself. That's cool, but being in a relationship, it ain't all about that. And at the end of the day, you know, honestly, man, if you got someone who has a mentality like this, it's kind of fucked up because this shit spreads like wildfire to other people. They listen to shit and they tag onto it and they adapt these same kind of attitudes and attributes like these chicks do, which is crazy. I mean, these are gonna be the ones who are, you know, in their 40s and their 50s who be like, you know, just bitter as fuck. And that seems like almost like what they want. They want other people to be as bitter as they are, and they got people to hang out with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like this is a crazy mentality to have. I mean, no one, even if a dude talk like this, like I wouldn't even know one chick that would want to be around this motherfucker. Like that would be crazy. That's almost like, yeah, man, I'm just not gonna fuck with you. You just be a pain. It just be like a burden to be around.
I think the type of guys that would like these kind of chicks are the fellas who don't mind, the guys who aren't gonna take her serious. They just gonna be there. You know, they understand that she gonna be doing her own thing, he gonna be doing his own thing, and they tap in with each other from time to time. And it's a situation with them that they don't need to be in close quarters with each other all the fucking time. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
because
she'd be a dope ass booty call for sure. Like, I mean, that it wouldn't be. Yeah. At that point, then, yeah, I would not complain at all because it's like, okay, yeah, you do your own thing. I don't need to be around you. I get what I need. You get what you need, and then we good. But then once shit starts, but she's still the main one who will say there ain't no good dudes out there, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, what kind of dude you expect to get with that sort of attitude?
She talking like a man, bro. She talking like a man. She wants to be a man. She wants to be a man.
That's the thing though. I think they see how men move and they try to adapt the same shit because they always have that mentality like they were equal. And men, if we do move like that, if a man was talking like this, it'll be towards a girl like, hey, I want you around. I don't care what you can buy me. Like, I can buy my own shit. Like, I want you around. So, like, if a dude was to talk like this, is more like you don't have to try hard. Like if you say, hey, I'm gonna pay for dinner, some bullshit, whatever, and then you get in some sort of argument and they bring that shit up. Like, yo, I can pay for my own shit. I don't really need that. I'm not gonna deal with your attitude. I'm not gonna deal with the other shit you trying to bring with it to say, hey, you know, like I'm the package. No, you're not. Like, I can pay for my own shit. I'm cool. I don't need your attitude. Right. But the thing is, bro, they can't be like us because their path, like, as far as I'm trying to explain this shit the best way I can.
Now you cooking right now.
Yeah, they just aren't built to possess that sort of control. Because they're going to abuse it. They're going to abuse it and they're going to use it wrong, and it's not the same way as a man would do it. Like I say, like a man would say, hey, I can do all this stuff. I can buy all my own shit. I can do this. I want you around to be peace. I want you around to make me happy. And I want to make you happy too. But it has nothing to do with like material things.
Yeah.
You know? And it's more like, hey, you know what? I'm going to take care of you and I'm not going to ask for anything back. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that type of shit. So yeah, when they try to be like dudes, bro, it just don't work.
Let me ask you this, bro. out of all the movies that you have watched, just if you could, off your finger, do you anytime recall in any type of movie where there's a woman doing something and a man doing something, some sort of way it's a shot taken at the man, like, oh, not only this is a women's job, or a woman can do this, or it's some sort of type of competition versus a man.
Oh yeah, like one of that old school movie, Mr. Mom. Like it was more like, yo, she went to work corporate American, and he got laid off from his job, and he was at home doing like, you know, the wife duties and shit.
Yeah,
and definitely shots were taken at him. But no, but you don't see it just ain't the same. You know what I mean? It just isn't the same at all. Even with just say in an authority position, like, you know, I know you can name some of your female bosses you had before, and just think about it. Like in some situations, if it comes down to something, and then there's like a decision that needs to be made, or a way you can do something faster, and then if that person brings something up, you're like, oh, you know, hey, I think this will be better.
Right.
It is more like they don't even look if what the shit you said made any sense. It's more like, I told you to do this, and this is what you need to do. Yep. So then it starts going more towards like the someone trying to be in a like over authority. So now it's not even what makes sense anymore. It's like, I told you to do this shit, you need to fucking do it. So that's why I think that, like, even look with that sort of example right there, when women try to be men, they don't even look for the best, whatever situation is. They're not looking for the best. They're looking for, I just told you to fucking do it, and you need to do it. Yeah. Like with most men, if it's something that makes sense, oh, you know what? Hey, that's a good idea. Let's go with that. Right. Cool. And if for some reason they don't, they will be the first one to apologize to you. A man apologize to you. Say, you know what? I fucked up. You know what? I ain't gonna do that shit again. Yeah. And it usually goes by that. A girl will fucking go. She'll take that sword. She'll down that sword player. Don't mind if it's wrong or right, bro. She'll down that motherfucker. Like, no apology. It's gonna be some excuse. The reason that didn't work. Yep. That was out of her control, based on somebody else, and that's just what you're gonna get. But yeah, like this chick right here, bro, would be a. I don't know, man. But I'm trying to think too, bro. Like when I was in my 20s, back in the day, when I used to take, you know, certain shit from girls just based on the way they look. Yeah, bro. I probably would have followed a line with it. But that's why, you know, man, you can't. I would say all men, bro, you can't get in a relationship unless you know yourself. Unless you're in that spot to where you just that dude, man. You can't be like needing anything or just not secure about yourself, because it is not going to work well, bro. Especially with chicks like this, she'll eat you up.
I think she a facade, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think she a facade. I think what it is that it's all this shit sound good on TikTok and on X, and all that shit sound good, great for views, great for rage baiting, all of that shit. But in real life, I don't think she rocking like that. I don't think she like that, because as soon as she get the right dude, she'll fall in line.
Oh yeah, if she gets the right dude, but that's the thing though. Will the right dude even stick around? Or if she's playing this role and she thinks it's working, I don't think that right dude saw her from afar, I don't think he's gonna approach this chick.
He probably would. He probably would until she opens her mouth.
Yeah, exactly. Once he hears the talk, unless, again, like you said, unless he just wants to smash, which most dudes do.
Yeah.
Then it will go to that level, but it won't go nowhere farther than that.
Yeah, I agree.
And that'll be it.
Because what it sounds like to me is that just from and again, this is not me going to the point where we talking about everything that she didn't say. I'm just gonna talk about strictly off the points that she said, right? Based off of what she said, I think that she would want the type of dude that's gonna be a yes man. It's all right, baby, whatever you got, I'll adjust my life to you. If you gotta move, I'm gonna move with you. It's not. He gonna be on her program and she's not gonna be on his program. And if that shit happens, she'll probably weaponize something that he likes about her, or weaponize the box or whatever. And then guess what? He gonna fall right back in line just for the fact of that. But look at my girl, she's gorgeous. Shit, there's many more of them.
Don't mean shit. But I think she'll soon out to dump him though. I think she'll figure out a way to cut him loose into where he ain't where like she move on to somebody else. Might move on to another simp, but I don't think that sort of dynamic works with women very well, bro. That's why it's so hard for girls to grasp the concept of a dude taking care of them, because they can only think of how like they move, and they know it's no way in hell that they would take care of a dude if she thought he was slacking in any kind of way. He might not be slacking, but she might think he is. She might think, look, yo, like all of your people around you are doing way better. You, even if this motherfucker, even just say he's a millionaire, but all his other friends, you know, they're worth like 10, 12 million. They worth more than him, but he's still good. She'll still, in her mind, say, you know what? All these people around you are doing way better. Like, why aren't you doing better? She'll find a way.
Yeah, because 9 times out of 10, she's probably hypergamous. That's one, and so therefore it's always the next best thing. Like, okay, you make $1 million. Now I've dated a man that made 1 million, so now I need you to make 3 million. I need you to make 5 million, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And I hear you that's good in theory, right? But at the end of the day, a lot of y'all ain't even worth that shit. Like real talk, like, and it's not a shot, at anybody who got 9 to 5s, but you ready, shorty, you only qualify for a nigga that make $40,000 a year. You ain't special like you're not special like you think you are. You think just because you work out, okay, how many other niggas don't work? How many other niggas do work out? You think because you crochet and you color crayon, who gives a fuck? Don't nobody, that ain't helping nothing in the world. You know what I'm saying? So that's fine. You read books. Okay. If you're reading books, what type of books are you reading? Is it anything that's going to help you progress in life? It's going to help your mind, strengthen your mind, or you just reading some fictionary books, some romantic books that you just embark on. Now you want to bring that into your real world and think everything's supposed to be a fantasy. It don't work like that. And so that's the issue that I'm having with a lot of these chicks. And mind you, I'm not saying that it's impossible for these type of chicks to find these dudes, but the probability of it happening is very, very small. And so we got to start thinking realistic. I know we're in this era of, manifestation. I gotta manifest. But shorty, you understand what comes with manifestation is the fucking work that you got to put in to get it. It don't just come with you just saying it and believing it. Bitch, you got to put in the work too. It goes without saying. It's just like if I'm doing this channel, I can't just sit up here and say, yeah, bro, this channel gonna be dope, and I'm just speaking into existence. Nigga, I gotta put in the work too.
You got to.
I gotta do the fucking work. So and that's the connection that a lot of them miss. They think that just because they exist and just because they got something that little slit between their legs, shorty, you need more than that. It ain't gonna work like that. And that goes for, and he don't have to be a $200,000. That goes for the guy who's making $50,000 a year, guy who's making $60,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
That don't make them less of a man. They may not be in that position yet. They may be working on it. They may be working towards it. Or, mind you, one of the biggest things that they do forget is he may not be focused on how much money he making, but he focused on how much money he keeping. He may be focused on his investments. He may be focusing on, he might be frugal right now. So look, I need all these investments. He may be focused on the 401k because he's thinking long term. He ain't thinking short term right now. So he thinking 10 years down the road while you thinking about tomorrow.
100%. Bro, like you said, like some of these girls aren't even worth it. Like, you know what I mean? Like you worth a dude that's worth 40 grand. It's almost like this, bro. It's like if you compare two people, like you got some person who naturally is one of those ones that works all the time. Yeah. You know, like they're about that body, that they're, and they're good teachers about it. But then you get someone who had gastric bypass, and then after they got down by 200 pounds, then they start hitting the gym. And them motherfuckers got so much to tell you about how to be fit and how to do this shit and all this other stuff. Like they didn't bust their ass to do the whole thing. Even though they got surgery to lose most of that weight, which is good. You're moving to the right step. But it's just that the attitude and mentality, especially if they see someone who else may be overweight, they feel like they're so much better than that motherfucker, right? And it's like, yo, but you got other dude over here who's used to it. That's what they rolling with. Ain't nothing like it. Two different personalities. Yep. A lot of these chicks who ain't worth it, they got that attitude like they've done all the work. They high class and all shit, and they ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then you got someone who's humble and is naturally, you know, that person. You're gonna 100% go with that person versus the other shit.
That's what a raw. What I know you heard the video from the from your phone and shit. You know, so what's your thoughts on it?
Shorty bugging.
God damn, bro.
Well, she sat up here and named a whole bunch of single shit. Speaking on relationships, I don't give a fuck that you know how to knit and you read a book and whatever. And what I bring to the table is structure and goals to go beyond that little maintenance bullshit that you stuck on. Because all that little shit, crochet and read a book, and okay, that's cool. But if you get in a relationship and it's time to have some kids, do you know how to maintain your stress levels while dealing with stuff in real time? If I give you a task, do you know how to execute that task better than that bullshit you doing at work for your boss? Because unless your goal is to work forever, you shouldn't even be worried about that stupid ass day job.
Okay.
So all the stuff that she's saying, I mean, sound like a premium side piece to me. She got that kind of hair I like to pull on. So
hey,
I ain't mad at it. But if you trying to be taken seriously, I mean, everything she mentioned sound like a wet dream to a high value, quote unquote high value man, because they already know that when they sign up, oh, this is a free play toy.
Yeah.
You ain't doing nothing better. So come over here, swallow these nuts, get skeeted on, and go on back to your little life of crochet and book reading and meal prep, since you act like everything you doing is just the holy grail. You trapping out apartments. I got a vision to go get a mansion. That's what the fuck I can do. You clocking in at a 9 to 5. I'm trying to start businesses that have motherfuckers clocking into us 9 to 5.
You want some basic?
What are your leadership qualities? Like, all you mention is use a big ass fucking turtle. So go ahead and share that little snapping turtle with me. We're gonna release you back to the wild. Because you ain't really got nothing of substance that you necessarily mention. I mean, cooking, that's life standard, basic survival. I mean, if you ain't cooking, you're gonna be eating out.
Facts.
You kind of look half-ass fit. At least you slim trim, so you know you doing something half decent. Crocheting, okay. I mean, you could teach a class and teach some other people how to do it. Not everybody can crochet, but that's time consuming within itself. And with the way you talking and acting all aggressive up here, I can already tell that once you do get in a relationship, no disrespect with the B word, but you're gonna be a nagging ass bitch. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. So enjoy that single life you got and pay all your bills by yourself. Somebody gonna take you to 50 floor hibachi, bust it down, and you know we're gonna release the Pokemon by Monday. Catch them on Friday, release by Monday. It is what it is.
He said catch the Pokemon. Oh shit! He said catch the Pokemon. Release.
All right, man, catch and release, man, because
Catch and release.
Ain't nobody got time for that bullshit.
That's facts. That's facts. And so yeah, I want to. I'm not gonna end it right here. I'm gonna add another video. I'm gonna bring another video up that's similar to this, and she's speaking the same type of shit, but just in a different way. So I'm gonna bring that too. So it's all in the same thing. So let me bring this one up real quick because this one is a shorter video though. So let me bring it up. But I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all gotta be ready for this one though. Y'all got this. Y'all get ready for
this. You looking?
You finna find out.
This might sound harsh, but I would never take advice from somebody who is overweight, because if your body clearly shows you make poor decisions, baby, you ain't got no business speaking into my life. I don't date men who aren't physically fit, because if you would neglect yourself, you will also neglect me. And we ain't doing it. Call it what you want, but I do not believe a woman who is out of shape deserves to be in a relationship. When it comes to love, there are rules one must abide by. And the first one is love thy neighbor as you love yourself. So if you cannot love yourself enough to make sure you are physically fit, emotionally fit, spiritually fit, baby, you are not qualified to love anybody else.
Ooh, she what y'all think?
Bro, hey man, this is exactly what I was talking about. I bet this bitch used to be fat about about a year ago. She wearing that tight shit on. I bet she got it together. But just that attitude, bro. I'm telling you, I bet she used to be fat probably about 2 years ago. And now she's telling everybody else they ain't shit. Hey, man, at the end of the day though, like some shit she talking about got some truth to it. Like I say, like, hey yo, if you like I said the same shit on myself. If I'm out of shape, bro, like I can't expect for me to be pulling some chick who's like, in like either a gym rat or just in real good shape. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just not realistic. It could happen. Believe me, I know it can happen, but it's not something that I would like, think that that's like out of the norm. But yeah, this attitude right here, bro, this is crazy. I'm telling you, bro. I want to look this up and see if this bitch used to be fat about 2 years ago.
So you think she was overweight a couple of years ago?
I think she was overweight a couple of years ago. Now she playing this like she got her shit down. She she obviously doing the right thing. So now she kind of like got the attitude of like anybody else who is fat or out of shape, fucking losers, and they shouldn't be talking to her. But like I said, there's some truth to it. But I mean, you can't be no asshole about it. I guess I don't think you should come out and say some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think it's shit ass attitude though. I'm pulling from two sides on this, man, because I get the point to where like you can't think you deserve something that someone was working hard to do and they want the same thing out of their partner. I 100% get that shit.
Right.
Like that should be that's right. That's okay. But the way she coming off is like, yo, like fuck all y'all. I'm way too good for
y'all. I think to be 100% honest and fair, again, just like I said with the last chick, that shit sound good. It sounds good. You feel good about yourself. You got a good workout. And hell, I do that shit from time to time. I be feeling good that day. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, ooh, nigga, I got a good workout in. So I'm finna post some shit because I'm feeling good. I feel like I got something to say today. You feel me? And so I think this is the same thing. She had a phenomenal ass workout, or she saw herself in the mirror today. She's like, damn, I'm looking good as fuck today. Let me go talk to these niggas real quick on TikTok right fast. You know what? I ain't doing this with you because it like all the extra. It sounds good. It sounds good. But does it hold any weight in real life outside of the camera when the cameras are closed off? When there ain't no cameras, ain't nobody else around, is that shit holding out? When you talk about the physical, it looked like it's holding weight. You feel me? Now I can also agree with you as well that she may have went under the knife. We don't know. But it wouldn't be far-fetched because that's what a lot of chicks are doing today.
Yeah.
A lot of them are going under the knife. So I wouldn't sit here and say, nah, I don't believe that, because I mean, you don't know.
Was she posted TikTok or?
No, this is a TikTok video for sure.
Yeah, I'm about to go do some research.
You said about let me see if the TikTok thing pop up. Let me play it again.
This might sound harsh, but I would never take advice from somebody who is overweight, because if your body clearly shows you make poor decisions, baby, you ain't got.
Nah, her shit don't pop up. Somebody probably clipped it and then posted on their shit.
Yeah, I mean, like we just said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
But her on the right don't look like the still picture on the left for one. So.
That's right.
Hey, listen, the lighting was there. If it was bright and sunny, it was right 12 noon on that left one, but on the right, like it's about 4:30 p.m.
But on the right, I look like I'm watching opening credits to the Scream movie, or not Scream, Saw. I look like Jigsaw. High ass cheekbones and shit. The head damn near round.
Yeah.
How you go from the slim face over here, but your face damn near round over there, but you don't want nobody that's big. You got that big ass bulldog head, English bulldog head over there. You talking about you don't want nobody big.
It's them angles, bro. She hitting them angles.
Yeah, that angle, that filter, bro, is not on that right one.
Look at the camera position on the camera position. She got that bitch kind of up a little bit, looking down at her. On this one, it's almost kind of slightly lower from her face, so her face look different. So it's all in that angle shit that she got going on. That's something I learned. You know what I'm saying?
That angle the fuck off.
Yeah, that right one ain't doing it for her. With all that shit she was talking,
whoever
that right one ain't doing it.
She needed another visit. Like, don't get me wrong, she half decent, but
yeah,
you know,
that's fair.
After about 2 drinks, you know, she probably looked like a little blurry Rihanna, but whatever you're talking about on the right, it don't even match the left. So just the still alone ain't fooling nobody, let alone you trying to fool me.
Yeah, that one on the left, that's the one who left that message. Yeah. The one on the right that had nothing to do with it.
You see what I'm saying though? She was feeling good that day. You saw the angle. She got the hoodie on. She ain't got nothing to show. Got the hoodie on, covering shit up. So now it's just more personal. But now she want to show you the whole body. Like, shit, I'm out here putting in the work. So I want y'all to see some of that. I ain't give you all of them. Give you a little bit of that. I ain't crazy. And then threw a little filter on that joint. I ain't crazy.
Yeah, I don't trust nobody that don't let you see below the nipple. They all catfishing.
Hey, but they all got these filters on, bro. They don't look nothing like
care about the filters. Zoom out if it's real. If I see the shoulder, I'm trying to see the ankle too. Same frame. If not, you full of shit. Shit, you know them big girls that be healthy, you can't find their collarbone, all they damn fucking Facebook profile pictures of their forehead.
Yeah, you can't find nothing. You can't find the clavicle, like where nothing. Nothing.
Cleavage, and you see them in traffic, motherfucking. They got the bat wings on the back of their arm, like they could take off. Got that extra flying squirrel meat on the back of their arm. And the sad part is the ones nowadays can't even fucking cook.
And they were like, "Yo, I want a man that cook."
At least Auntie used to cook back in the day with them big ass arms.
True. That's true. She'd be swinging down there, but she'd be swinging down there. You know gonna be. You know that food gonna be good.
Yeah, that was what all the that's all the memories from all the ingredients from all the the generational meals that's been passed down. It hang in the back of that arm right there.
Listen, and she got the arm, and she got that gown on with some slip.
Oh yeah.
Hey, just know the food about the bust.
She can fry some chicken.
The food about the bust.
The back of that arm flappy, and she said she finna cook. I just know the ancestors in the pot. They in the kitchen with her.
The kitchen with her.
Yeah.
With her. Listen, man, baby.
If you talking about where we about to go to eat, yeah.
About to go to grandma's house. That's where we going.
Nah, I'm gonna take the bitch to Wendy's and get the fuck photo and you get the fuck on.
Bro, you crazy. But listen, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. All right. And if you want to support the channel, link is in the description if you want to donate to the Cash App. Also, y'all should definitely be donating right now because today is Ashley's birthday. So shout out to Ashley. That's why she ain't here today. You know what I'm saying? She out there having the time of her life. You know, I guess her friends had a surprise birthday party for her. You know what I'm saying? So pretty dope. Shout out to her. And Macaroni, he over there taking care of business. So he doing what a real man out here doing, taking care of work.
When I didn't get that message at first when she sent it, I was like, "This is a surprise birthday party." I'm like, "Damn!" I thought, were you supposed to know about the surprise birthday party? Shit, I didn't know it was her birthday. I thought she was going to one. Like, God damn.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to this next topic. Now, speaking to women, being in relationships, Candy from Love and Hip Hop just filed for divorce from her husband Todd. Conversations that we had before, and more shit continue to keep proving the point. Shout out to Ashley, but you just gotta hold this L. More L's just keep getting held every time. Every new week, some shit pop up that we talked about previously that proves the point of what we always say. So let's get into it, and then we'll give our thoughts. All right, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Paula Jones says, Candy, it's good to see you in good spirits with so much going on. I'm sorry about you and Todd. Okay, so yeah. For those who don't really be on the internet, clearly, well, everybody that's been on the internet, I'm sure y'all saw that. I filed for divorce on Friday. And yeah. Right now, it's a pretty crazy time. Back to your comments. Sage says, how are you feeling today? Okay, Sage. I'm going to be very honest with you. I am up and down. You know, obviously going through a divorce is definitely not the easiest thing. You know, sometimes, you know, you're cool, you know what I mean? You're moving, you're mixing, you're moving, and you're hanging out with friends. But then sometimes you have your moments of sadness, you know. And me being the Taurus that I am, I like to keep those moments to myself. When I was on Housewives, I really couldn't keep moments to myself when I got upset, so y'all would catch me crying. But in real life, my everyday life, you know, I don't really like for those moments to be shared with the world. So, but I am sharing with my Amazon family today. So I am up and down. And to be clear, yes, I filed Friday, but, you know, this is something that, you know, has been brewing for a while. So all the times you've been seeing me online like, all of that means nothing. I've been going through it, child. I've been going through it. Life has been lifing me. Okay? Got it. It's kind of hard sometimes when you see all the stuff online and, you know, it's just everybody is making their own narrative of what's going on. And, you know, sometimes I'll be wanting to comment, but then I'm like, no. So it's just, I'm all over the place, put it that way. But what I will say is, Todd and I were together our marriage lasted 11 years. We was together like 14. We got 2 wonderful, beautiful children. I have no regrets, okay? So, I mean, sometimes things don't work out, and it just is what it is. Jeannie says, speak on it with Mama Joyce, please. Oh, no. My mom does not need to be on speak on it right now. My mother has been very peaceful and happy. I'm not bringing her to come speak on it because she might speak too much. Teresa says, I was so hoping that it wasn't true. I love you both, Candy and Todd. So is he invited to the gathering? Yes, we are having Thanksgiving this week. Let me just say, no matter what Todd and I are going through, we are parents together. We are co-parenting together. We have beautiful children together. So we are trying to make this transition as smooth as it can possibly be for our kids. That is our main concern.
The fuck is this, a QVC show?
We are keeping it very friendly. I don't know if you guys saw. Well, I haven't really posted all my pictures from Blaze's birthday party, but we both were at the birthday party. We both was there to support our baby girl, and we are going to continue to keep that same good energy going for our kids. That is our goal. Okay, I hope you understand.
All right, so what are y'all thoughts on this whole situation?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I haven't haven't really looked too much on that one, on what's going on with her and the dude. But I do remember him then, like when they got married, or like not for. I think he was like the younger one. Pretty sure he's younger than her. And when they got together, I want to say she had kids, and then he was the one that rolled in with no kids, and they had those 2 kids together. Like he was kind of like that young cat that got picked up. That's what I think. That's how it went off. But she ain't really saying too much. So she filed for divorce. I want to know, like, if it was just some bullshit, like just some little stuff like that could have been worked out. My whole thing is just to really say too much where I can really dig too deep into it. But I mean, the way she seems right now, I'm saying I think they probably broke up over some bullshit that could have been worked out, especially in a marriage. I mean, and only thing, do y'all know much about him?
I don't know much about Todd.
As far as I know, she's the one with the money, so I want to know how that shit don't play out too.
I think Todd got some bread too. I do think he got some bread too.
But yeah, I mean, just based on what she was saying, I really couldn't get too much off of it.
That's because she's full of shit.
That's probably what it is. I'm sure, because she sounds pretty happy.
I mean, no need to be on the outside looking in and shit. If she want to fucking get some Twitter fingers and some comments, we don't bite over here. So you can come on, jump off in this motherfucking comment section.
So somebody said in the chat, well, in one of those chats, saying that when the restaurants closed, I knew the divorce was coming. That man was fixated on opening up businesses and doing business together because he knew there was a prenup. So anything they built together and did together would be split evenly, and he'd get a piece of the pie. So a prenup really didn't matter. Candy kept saying he keeps opening restaurants and starting businesses and not finishing it. He was making his exit the whole time and everyone saw it but her. Then he tried to say, you're too busy for me, and every time I want to do something, you're busy. When it came to him wanting to do the movies and stuff, he needed the money and her name to get all it done. He was hella smart, and now he knows he can kick back comfortably and he will be set. Mama Joyce knew he was an opportunist because she knows how she moves. From her opening credit cards in Candy's name and doing Lord knows what else, it was heavy for her to spot an opportunist when it came to her daughter's money. Now his name can come off the life insurance policy and the sole beneficiary with Riley.
Oh, her mama divorced him.
And the mama said that?
Yeah.
Man, don't nobody listen to these old hoes.
That's wild.
That mama was in that ear for sure.
No,
yeah, so basically they trying to call the man the snake. But why y'all mad? Why y'all mad? Ain't this a shit that a lot of men talk about anyway, that a lot of these women do? Ain't this what y'all mad for? What y'all mad about? Because Gary, you know what? I'm not even gonna do the shoes on the other foot shit. This is what y'all talk about. This is what happens. Now, if this is actually factual and this is what he was doing, then he fucked up on that part. Like that's a fucked up situation. That's something fucked up to do. You feel me? On both ends, right? But also, this also goes to prove the point as well. If you see the red flags, but you were blinded, bitch, that's on you.
There wasn't no red. Hold on.
I think if he did that, it would have been out. It would have been already. That should have been big.
Let me look something up real quick.
Okay.
If he's doing all of them businesses, yeah, because I'm pretty sure back like way when that shit first started, I kind of watched it a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't like to admit that, but yeah, it was her mom and him was bumping heads back then because she was just trying to say he wanted to take all our money because he didn't come. I mean, he was one of those cats that like all these girls boast about having, you know, don't really have anything going on. You know what I'm saying? Good looking dude, in shape and shit like that. Yeah. Her fucking eye candy and shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, her mom was all rude as fuck, like right in front of this dude's face and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like saying like, yo, like he just wants you for your money and all that shit. And he's sitting right there. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was some wild shit.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy as hell, bro.
Oh man, get this bitch up out of here, man. Fuck out of here.
What you found?
The mama not married.
Oh, of course.
Oh, hell no.
Okay, so you trying to chase the nigga away so you can get more money out your damn daughter. You's a begging ass bitch. You one of them welfare ass motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here with this stupid shit. You couldn't find happiness. You don't want your daughter to find no happiness. Don't get me wrong. If Buddy opening businesses and fucking off the money, that's one thing. But that's something that him and Candy need to handle. Not you jumping off in the middle of the shit because you want a piece of the pie. Man, nobody worry about these damn. I want to live vicariously through my kids' ass fucking people. That bum bitch the fuck up out of here.
Yeah.
She dumb for fucking dude. Whole time Nicki Minaj over here got her dude running off with the plug on all the damn bread and ain't shit happening over there. Fuck out of here with that shit.
Nigga, she didn't elevate it. She up here on Trump's side and everything. Like speaking for Trump, the Republicans. Hey, listen, Nicki said, I'm about a bag over here. I ain't got time to be fooling with y'all, man.
She gotta be about a bag when old boy taking her credit card and shooting dice with the shit. She the one that wants some damn felon peen, so she gotta pay for that motherfucker. Shit, dick ain't you?
That's crazy as hell.
I'm talking about them little $40 coochie prices. Wait till you figure out how much dick costs.
That shit get expensive.
Nigga, fuck around, crash your car 5 minutes before you get off work.
Oh god,
you clock back in.
Hey, this man, yeah, I want to see what happens on this joint. I want to see how much money this cat's gonna take away.
Ain't nothing to be happening. She just gonna die a bitter bitch with some pickle pussy. That's all.
He might win on this one. He might
get a little something out. He might get a little something off the top. Nothing crazy.
Everybody mad when you joke around and say fuck them kids, and then these motherfuckers be really out here saying fuck them kids on some dumb shit. We're gonna still trying to parent is y'all sleeping in the same house. They need to hear them ooh-ah sounds at 3 a.m. through the wall. You know that mama got put through there. That's why she in a good mood today. Now y'all gonna be getting y'all ass whooped for the next 2 years. She stressed the fuck out.
Oh yeah, she was what? She was in she was in Vogue, right?
Think so?
Was it in Vogue?
I think so. I'm not sure what singing group that was that she was in.
Well, maybe it wasn't in Vogue. It was one of them, though.
I don't know, man. I just watch reality TV because them dresses be tight as fuck and them bitties be bouncing around. That's all. I don't be focused on their damn storyline. Them shit be corny as fuck half the time.
Especially when they be doing shit.
For the most part, yeah, I agree. But
I'm a grown ass man. I work long ass days. Just point me to the show where they throwing some ass. I watch that shit for about 5 minutes and go to sleep.
Facts.
I got 12 hours to do tomorrow. Fuck out of here.
Facts. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. All right, so now we're gonna take a hard ass Toretto turn on this one. I think Mark is gonna appreciate this one off the top. Pause. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's
from the bottom.
That's crazy. Yeah. So this video is kind of old, but at the same time, I think it's still pretty relevant to culture, to the American culture overall, and people still.
She was in Escape with Tiny.
Escape.
Yeah.
Escape. Okay, yeah. Okay. I knew it was one of them goddamn music groups. But let's go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, just put that thong on and bless the mic. I don't give a damn.
I mean, I guess keep Tiny off that bit though.
Yeah, I mean that's what them doctors do. That's what them mental insecurities do. But you know, women gonna swear up and down. You gotta go to motherfucking the psychiatrist and the therapist and shit.
And look, your boy T.I. ain't left her ass yet. So I mean, I tell you, that's loyalty.
Tiny with a loud voice. You know her neck good. I ain't going nowhere.
Hey, that's loyalty right there. That's how
man put that TD Jakes on the screen. Have you ever been swallowed up?
You ever been swallowed?
Man ain't going nowhere. You don't never fucking release your best throat goat.
That bit. You ever been swallowed? Bruh, that shit is wild. What her take? Dog, I promise I have never, outside of the fact of Pastor Todd spitting in his brother's mouth, other than that, that's the most egregious shit I've ever heard.
Wait, somebody spit in somebody's mouth?
Yeah, Pastor Todd, bro. He was trying to what you call it, he was trying to reenact the situation or trying to tell a story by illustrating it with two people, him and his brother, and he hawked tooled in this nigga mouth. Paul. I said, dog.
No,
I said, nah. And his brother just took. I said, nah, fam. Ain't no way in hell, bro. Ain't no way in hell.
Where he do that at? In church?
In church, live. He was under fire for a hot minute.
It would have looked like when Jesus went up in that tabernacle and the motherfuckers was gambling and he was flipping tables when I was done in that bitch.
That shit was on stage. I said, dog,
I'm ripping that church out the foundation.
Man, even in them special movies, bro, you see that shit. I'm like, God, that's nasty.
That's a hot tour. I said,
no, bro, I can't do that. Ain't nobody.
Nah, fam, you can't do that. Hell nah.
Yeah.
That's a upper boy. That's man. All right, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We finna move on, bro.
At least if a shorty did, I could close my eyes and lie to myself.
Man, no way. Even that, I'm not taking that shit. Hell no. Me spit your nasty ass shit in my mouth. Hell no. Ugh.
That's worse than the old boy in Chicago that talk about when they want to violate you in jail, they spray your cheeks and spit in your butt.
Oh shit. Ooh.
You don't remember that shit? It was one of them Chicago dudes. He was doing an interview and he was just talking like prison talk. And they was like
they're taking it, huh?
Like if they really want to, well, they ain't even sticking nothing in. So pretty much being that spit is pretty much a biohazard. So you gotta go see the nurse. So instead of just like getting jumped and beat up or whatever, you can go back to sleep. He was like, they was pantsing folks, spreading cheeks and spitting in their butt. So now that there's somebody else's spit on you, you gotta go to the nurse. So now everybody pretty much know you done got violated. I forgot which.
I beg your pardon.
I'm gonna send you the clip. I'm gonna look it up.
That is wild, dog. That's a wild shit.
Vlad or where the fuck he said that shit. But I was
like, wild shit.
If that's what y'all doing in jail, keep me a free man. I like asking with no dong on the front end. I need that deposit slip in the front. I'll go ahead and drop some mail off.
Bro, let's play the video, bro. That's crazy. Hold up. Let me unpause. There we go.
Affirm you in your delusion that you're the opposite.
It's not
sex.
nice. It's I have to do it. If I didn't start my gender hormone therapy, anything like that, I wouldn't be here right now having this conversation with you because of gender dysphoria.
Because what you would have.
I just think that there are a lot of avenues that could have happened if I didn't start my hormone. I just don't think that the broadness that you're bringing to the table right now
I'm bringing scientific specificity and logical precision.
You've met a detransition person, but I'm asking if you know a transgender woman.
I know people who identify as transgender.
And how are they doing?
Not well.
Really?
Yeah. And statistically, it's a good line. That was off camera. They said because they know me. Statistically, 32 to 50% of people who identify as trans will kill themselves. And that's really bad. And I think that if there's anything we can do to improve that number. But do we know
about like their access that they have to hormone therapy? Do we know about any access to medical care?
Yeah, it doesn't.
What is it?
It doesn't improve. That's what I was trying to tell you about the study.
I'm waiting.
The suicide rates don't improve after they access all of that supposed
care. Where did
care.
you get that from? I'm very interested.
From the American Journal of Psychiatry.
There we go. Listen.
So what are y'all thoughts on that situation? That entire situation?
You might.
The motherfuckers are delusional. Yeah. I mean, shit. That pretty much sums it up. I mean, you think? I don't know, man. Like,
why you do this?
Hey, bro. Like, I don't know, man. It's
She already ain't like the girth of the conversation. Why you do this?
It's a big one. Hey, you know what? Like that video that I sent in the chat that one time with Jeffree Star. That's wrong. So, like for me, if you don't do that, I think it's all mental illness. If you say that I am something that I'm fucking not, like I don't. That's why I just don't get that shit. How you can say, especially if it's specific to gender, like it's a female, you're a male, like that's not what you are, but you can try to pretend to be. So if you want to, play dress up, do whatever you got to do, that's cool. But you got to be at least logical about it and say, hey, this is not the way God built us to be. I mean, if you can go on that path, you usually won't mess with nobody. You usually won't have throwing your ideology in people's faces and have them, almost lose their job if they mess up and call you something that you're not. No, it's just craziness to me, man. Like I don't get it how you ever want to play this game with you, that this game to where I tell you I'm this and I see you ain't that, but I gotta play like you are, and you're a grown person, you're grown up. Like I think it's something that people should go seek help. And again, if you still want to do it, you still want to dress like that, but you gotta at least know, hey, this is not the way that you were built to be. Like it might be different, but that's not the way you were built to be. As long as you got that mentality, I think you'll be fine. Like I don't understand how people are so against being different. So why, what a woman is, you're not a woman. Be a trans fucking whatever you are, but be that. I mean, be that specific. Be that specific, not saying I want to be a woman. I want you to treat me like a woman, or I am a woman. That's just mental illness. I mean, shit, if I say that, I'm white, I mean, you'd be like, what? Like, why would you treat me like I'm white? Like, it would just make no damn sense. Like, not at all. So
you gotta be specific when you say white, because there's a whole lot of trailer parks waiting for you.
Hey. they don't take me.
White ain't always right.
Hey, they'll take me. They'll hey, we got a crazy one over here, man. Let's take his ass.
Hey, man. If the Hodge twins ain't get their applications approved,
they have one in already though. They trying, bro. They trying.
Hey. I know you asked out. Well, now remember that one that we covered where white boy was building that village in the woods.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Hodge twins they was on Twitter and like, oh, can we move over there, bro? And it was like, respectfully, nah.
You good?
They're like, you good?
You ain't gonna come over there with that black greatness that you still got on you and just be hitting home runs on our women. We only got 5 of them.
We'll take them all.
Out here stretching out all the furniture.
I think they can definitely get over there.
Yeah, I think overall, bro, it's all delusion that they don't want to admit to. Just the fact that you say you got to take hormonal pills in itself, it's like, do you not realize that you are in a delusion? The fact that you believe that you're supposed to be a woman. You're supposed to be a woman, but yet you sitting up here in your head, what's supposed to be your right mind, in the logical mind of your brain. You're telling me that you need to take hormonal pills to make you look and appear more like a woman. So that in itself should tell you that you're not one. Bro, if you want to dress like a girl, do your thing. But what you're not about to do is gaslight me and sit here and tell me I'm a girl when I know you ain't. No, you're not. You're not. I'm sorry, bro. Like, no, you're not. And I'm not going to feed into the delusion. You can get mad at me. You can say whatever you want. You're not. Because now you're going against the grain of the actual women out here in the world. And that goes vice versa for women who want to be men. Like, shorty, you ain't a man. Like, don't disrespect me like that. Fuck no. You ain't a man. You ain't close to it. I don't give a fuck. If you grow up around 3, 18, 17 brothers, don't give a fuck. You still a girl. Don't matter. Live in that shit. Like y'all like to say, live in your truth. Your truth is that you are actually a biological man. That's the truth.
I don't understand the trans men thing, because y'all ain't never gonna be able to bench what I could bench, squat what I could squat, pick up what I could pick up. But for the trans women, it's like, when you still want to get your rocks off, you got a palm full of fucking schlong. So how the fuck, like, if you owe so much a woman, you should never touch that thing ever again. Shove your fingers in your asshole if you want to fucking jack off.
Fact.
Y'all be out here fucking waxing bats and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit, man.
I just seen
fuck bitches like your daddy used to and quit playing with everybody.
The damn studs, bro.
What's funny? I just saw a post on Instagram of this dude who was posing to be a woman got all of his medals or awards taken away during this this weightlifting contest. And I'm like, bro, do y'all not understand? Like, nigga, if you want to go lift and compete, go compete with the actual men. But you know you can't do that. You know you ain't gonna win, so therefore you gotta go over here with the women, and then now you think you're the top dog over this bitch. Man, y'all niggas.
It's all it's slow motion programming. I mean, ain't nobody trying to admit it. I mean, we all watching this Outfire and all that, and then we let RuPaul and them get away with murder, and now these motherfuckers really think that when they look in the mirror, they that.
Yep.
The difference is a lot of the old heads that was into all these subcultures or whatever, they were at least respectful enough to keep it away from the kids. But nowadays it's like they coming for the kids. They done ran out of booty to stick.
Yep.
They got to get fresh meat somehow.
Yep.
That's why they in here in the school with all these books and all. Like, I don't know, shit weird. But all I know is one of these days these bitches gonna quit being greedy, and then I can go get about 5, 6 of them since y'all fucking just throwing the bitches away. Y'all want to go playing each other dookie shoot like bitches ain't got one too.
Dookie shoot.
Nah.
I'm just saying, bro. It'll be one thing if women ain't have buttholes, and then you was just curious about some shit that just ain't exist. Then I'll be like, all right, you still mentally deranged, but do what you do. But that same balloon knot that he got, she got. So
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, why you gotta go to the dude, bro? It's a female. She got 3. She got 2 of them. Well, she got 3 of them. She got 3 of them.
And before Planned Parenthood, a lot of those women was using that as birth control. They like, I ain't trying to get pregnant. If you want fucking,
you can put in the dookie hole, but you
can't like shit.
That's what the Mormons do. That's what the Mormons
trying to do renovations and paint the walls and go out back.
That's what they do in Utah. When they still want to maintain their virginity, they like, listen, man, you can't put it. You gotta put it on the backside where it don't shine. Like,
bro. I can't get with y'all on that, man. That hole was off limits. I don't give a fuck.
Listen, bro, I would rather do it with the woman than actually have to do
it. It can be off limits. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
I'm just saying.
If at all your curiosity just brought you down a rabbit hole to where you just wanted to see what it felt like, there are literal women that prefer you to stick it there than in the front.
Yeah.
Go find one of them.
They be douching, bro. They be cleaning. They know they be cleaning their shit out. They be making sure it's clean.
You can't clean that motherfucker out.
They call it a doucher, bro. It's a doucher, bro. They be doing that shit like whatever else. They clean that shit out. Man.
What you mean you can't clean out? Them motherfuckers stick a whole water hose in that motherfucker until it's squirted out.
They be doing
that. They think it's clean. You get that you get that blowback of the exhaust. And you're like, man, that ain't clean, dog.
Well, shit.
Oh man, no, bro.
If you know that's what you want to do, then
that bitch background, dog. You're like,
hey, if you know that's what you want to do, don't take her to Taco Bell. Keep her off the beans for 24 hours.
Don't get her nothing spicy. All that shit away, bro. Nigga, salad, water.
She get water and airplane Biscoff cookies.
That's a lot of preparing. Yeah.
That's all you get. That's all you get. Shit, bro. Right.
It ain't too much preparing. Why you think they go vegan?
There's a running scare.
Oh shit.
Yeah. No meat.
Any final thoughts on this, bro?
Nah,
I think I had a tap on that one.
Pack her up. Pack this up out of here.
Like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm to make sure I hit the bell notification. If you want to support the channel, you can do so through the super chats, or you can send us a cash out through Banter and Barter. Definitely, like I said, y'all gotta do it because it's Ashley's birthday today. We got in this queue, so it's Ashley's birthday, so y'all gotta do it for her on her behalf. So let's go ahead and move on to this next topic. To our favorite person in the world.
Oh Lord.
You know what I'm saying? I came across another.
I hope it ain't who I think it is, but I'm kind of thinking it is.
I know that who I think it is. Little Big Brother.
Oh
So,
man.
Let's go ahead and get into this video. Dr. William James was interviewing our favorite person in the world, Jazz.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a mind fucking fuck right here.
Yeah.
Not I see splash the cash out.
Yeah, for real though. And so now she decided on what he was asking her in regards to what people think about her. And then they went into some different conversations. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it and then we'll give our thoughts. This one is a little bit longer, so I'll try not to play it for too long, but we can stop it in between if y'all got any thoughts or something y'all want to say.
Okay, bet.
This ain't it. Here we go.
Yeah, get that off the screen.
How would you
like a thumb
understood if you are misunderstood at all?
How would I say I am misunderstood?
Yeah.
Lunatic.
Misunderstood on anything.
I mean, I'm always misunderstood. I'm misunderstood in these YouTube streets, you know, because I entered a space. I didn't realize it, but I entered a very a lane that was kind of one-track minded, you know, very manospheric, very patriarchal, very general, very man is here, woman is all the way down here at the bottom of the shoe. You know, like I entered the lane where this was that, and I'm coming in like, no, that's a little toxic. I give a lot of pushback to like narratives that people have believed are normal, and it comes off to them that I am anti-men, you know, that I'm a feminist, that I want to see men fail, that I don't like black men. And that is so far from the truth. But because I am a woman and I'm usually going at or in debates with other men, if I am not performing in a certain way that appeases their ego, I'm going to be misunderstood. And I'm a little animated. I'm not super quiet. I curse a little bit. You know, I'm sassy. All of those things are traits that a lot of men think aren't feminine. And when you're not meeting expectations of others, it's going to make people uncomfortable and it's going to make people misunderstand you. I've never once, and you guys can prove me wrong, I've never once got on this internet and disparaged black men. Ever. Never. I am so for, but I have nephews, I have a brother, I have uncles, I have a father. You know, I'm so for the betterment of our black men, especially because I believe in them so much. But where it gets tangled up is when we're having discussions about black men or relationships, and they are trying to absolve accountability from, you know, not so great behaviors of men. So when I call those behaviors out, not disparaging black men, but if there are men saying, oh, you should be able to cheat on your wife if you provide. If I say, no, that's not okay.
Who said that?
You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't weaponize provision onto someone you love, you know? Me saying things like that translate to this audience or those particular audiences is that I'm against men, is that I'm against families. When all I'm saying is respect your wife. So that's where I feel I get a little misunderstood because I'm not in alignment with the overall narrative at that moment. Sometimes.
It's crazy. I bet she really believes this shit. I really believe she thinks that's how the conversation goes.
She believe that shit wholeheartedly, bro.
That is fucking insane, bro. Like to hear her version of how the conversation is going and how people interpret her, it's fucking insane. Totally opposite what it actually is. Like what the shit she's combative about, what the shit like what people are frustrated about with her is not what she's saying, what she thinks it is. It's crazy.
Yeah, but like when she's saying what she just say? When she's saying like hold on. She's talking about men cheating on their wives or whatever. Oh shit, I'm off the camera.
Thinking that
cheating on their wives. That's like and it wasn't necessarily just wives, but that's like a talking point pulled from that high value man conversation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was like, okay, you know, if a man is already established as a high value man and he has a woman that, you know, he's also in the position to where he can exercise options. Nobody said that it's mandatory that they're going to do that. But that's the thing is it's not all, nothing's absolute, but a lot of women in conversation, sometimes you got to have a conversation with a woman, let her go sleep on the shit and come back in like 72 hours and then she'll get it later. She got to replay shit in her head to get it. Because in the heat of the moment, they're so one-dimensional in thinking that they're just listening to whatever words they can pick up that they were looking for so they can react.
Yeah.
It's not that men want to go cheat on their wife. But at the same time, when you dive deeper into context and you got all these people that's weaponizing sex, doing this, doing that. That man worked 15-hour days, then yelled at 3 people and almost fought 2 times and had an HR meeting and all that. He came home and you ain't gonna give him some head? And it's a bitch down the block that's like, oh, I liked you since the 2nd grade. And we know her resume in the streets. Her whole fact said that throat more official than the Martians.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. My bad to cut you off.
No, you good.
Just taking it. Let's just even take it away from somebody working 12 hours. Let's just say it's a cat that's working 8 hours a day, right? A cat who may not even be out there working with his hands. A cat that's working in the office. Shorty, you decided to be with this man. You decided to get with him because you thought he had something, or you was rocking with him at the time. So, what changed from the fact of when y'all first met, when everything was all cupcakes and ice cream? You was topping them off whenever you got the opportunity to. You was bending over. You was ready, hot and ready for it. And I get it. Time goes on. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? You get used to each other. But what the fuck does that have to do with anything? That doesn't mean just because that this man is working 8-hour shift that he ain't working towards something, or that this man can't be a leader because he work in the fucking office, or the fact that this nigga don't need to work 200. He don't need to make $200,000 a year, but he still is a man. And so the fact that a lot of these women try to place, well, you need to be doing all of these things in order for me to even remotely do these minuscule things that you should do. Because we know if ladies knew that how horny men get, they knew that our natural nature is to start humping some shit. If they know that, they should
not even to cut that thought off.
Yeah,
they 2 times more horny than we are.
Exactly.
Because there's no way you gonna tell me that y'all run around here and be trying to make fun of dudes talking about, oh, this man got a shrimp dick, he this, he that, he whoop de whoop, but y'all go over there and y'all bumping buttons.
Facts. Facts.
That clip stick out like a 1/4 inch. And y'all be over there slime from waist to knee. So you telling me when Lil Peter Rodney come over there and hit you with that 4-inch, now that ain't enough?
Right.
But you was just bouncing on shorty pinky toe for 2 hours.
Facts.
You had to change the sheets. Fuck out of here with that shit.
But every conversation that they've had about a dude who's in the position that he can have, let's say, multiple women, it was more like, yo, like you get a dude who's already that dude, like he make that money, you know, he's like charismatic, he's got everything. He's got options to do that. But the thing was more like he's gonna come to you and be like, that's off the bat. Like you gotta know that's what it is. Like if I decide that I'm gonna go get somebody else, that's what I'm gonna do on the side. It was more like it wasn't y'all been together for a long time and then you chill out for a bit and he goes and cheat on you. It wasn't even like that. It was like you get a dude who's already built up, he's making money, he's doing all that shit. He's got those options and he's not gonna really fuck with nobody else unless they. You don't got to be cool with it, but that's what's going to happen. I mean, shit, that's what might happen.
It's
you just expect that. That's like something you can expect to happen. Not all dudes are going to do it, But it's like, yo, bro, this dude just bust his ass and did all this shit. So the type of lifestyle he's going to live is, I want to have multiple options.
Yeah.
But then she took it as he like the dude has committed to her and he's cheating and all that bullshit. Like that's how she would take it. And that's how she fucking words it. But it wasn't even like that. In every conversation. What's that?
But it happens too, because you got to remember, Pawpaw and them, once they start dying, you got 2-3 other families that jump out the woodworks. Now, the reason she don't like the other families that jump out the woodworks is because now she know them 10 years where she wasn't giving up no ass or no head, and he was like, oh, it's okay, and he was still paying the bills. He just realized that Amanda and Bethany down the street was getting some wood too. They the ones that was keeping your relationship together. Now you mad at them, but you know, hey, that's the shit that came with business. Probably the high value man conversation is sometimes everybody has an ego, men and women alike. Sometimes for those men, they gonna get their get back. So for every bitch that called him a broke ass nigga, when he up, 5 bitches gotta pay for that. So
that's
for you
a
to
fact.
come over here and think that you finna lock him down after y'all done called this nigga broke since the 9th grade, he ain't fucking get on till he was 32. Nah, that whole zip code gotta pay. So now when you done double back and you got 2 kids and all, oh yeah, I'm gonna still give you some attention. Oh, you want that hibachi? Come on, let's go get it. Then I'm gonna wear you out. I'm gonna damn near put that damn uterus in the hospital, and you ain't never gonna hear from me again.
Fact.
Because when I was broke and really liked you, you fucking played in my face. You still half decent. You ain't all the way fucking full raising yet. You ain't dried all the way up. I got this bread. Now you doubling back for some bread. Talking about, hey, big head. My head was big back then.
Right.
So what changed it from ugly head to cute head now? Oh, okay. I see what it is. You like these Ben Franks.
That money.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw these ones so you can get that damn beep to go off on your little SRP box. And man gonna get these fruit snacks, but when Trump fucking hold up your food stamps again, just know that you gotta in order to get a withdrawal, you gotta use your throat.
That's a fact.
And when I was trying to come from, you know, my area of emotions and all that, and just, you know, I liked you just based off of your physicality, your mental, whatever, on some surface value shit, you said fuck me. So now that you double back because now I got some money, yeah, it's gonna be transactional. You want these ones? Bark like you want it.
Bark like a dog.
Exactly how he had it.
Yeah.
That's facts.
But that's on them. that's y'all problem.
Here's a goodie to follow that up. Kevin Samuels.
Oh Lord.
Did you agree with him? Was he right or wrong? If he was wrong about something, what do you say that he was wrong about? And the things he was right about was something that you agree with him about?
Before I answer, am I allowed to ask you questions too?
Of course.
Okay. So can I ask you a question first?
Sure.
What do you think as a man who I'm assuming listen to Kevin Samuels, is there anything that you feel that he said was wrong? And if so, what?
In terms of dating, in terms of like what he spoke about,
just anything in general. Like, was there anything where you're like, nah, bro, like that ain't the way. That's wrong information. Maybe you shouldn't have talked to them like that. Like, was there anything that made you feel
sure he told
like
you
he can explain that or, you know, do something better than what he did? Anything that put a bad taste in your mouth?
Specifically from the dating, because before he was talking about some other topics, and there were times where he spoke about other topics. Specifically, what I seen from him with the dating, and the relationships, and more specifically, what he got popular for when he was talking to the females, because he spoke to the men first, and that wasn't as popular. Right. When he spoke to the females, and then he also had the smoke sessions. I don't know if you remember the smoke sessions that he would have. Like where he would say, call up for, you know, if you want to smoke.
Oh, a lot of people have adopted that. I see a lot of content creators doing smoke shows. Okay, that's
yeah. He was giving people the chance to call in and say like, "Yo, what am I wrong about?" And what do you disagree with? So what I saw from those, and what I saw with the woman calling in on a nightly basis, there's nothing that I could point to and say like I disagree with that. One of the biggest gripes that people have with him, they said like his tone and stuff like that. But from what I saw, just being honest, it did look like he was like reflecting the energy. It didn't look like he ever started off with someone like with negative energy first. I've never seen a clip like that. And then just in terms of the line of questioning that he went through with them, like, oh, what income do you want in a guy? How old are you? What's your dress size? How much do you weigh? Going through that line of reasoning that he went through with them, and then how everything went, with a lot of them being actually, I would say, delusional, to think that, like, for example, if a woman calls in on the show and you're telling me that you're 42 and you got 2 kids, 2 baby daddies, and now you want your next mate to make $200,000 a year, like that type of stuff is just like, it's delusional at that point. And that's when he would, start hitting he says something like, buy a dog, die alone, stuff like that. Or he played that what's the thing that they play? The sound that they play at like the funerals for like military and stuff like that. So, but no, to answer your question, I can't say that there's anything that I saw on a nightly basis from the dating thing that I would say like, nah, he was wrong about that.
Okay. Can you hear me? I needed to boot up my mic. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Kevin Samuels, I wasn't like a consistent viewer, right? I wasn't tuned in to shows. I will always, just catch replay clips that people were reacting to or posting or whatever.
It's not my bad.
He did have an interesting way of communicating his message, specifically towards Black women. I feel that because of the way that he communicated at times, he would miss the mark because of that way, right? And I feel like when you want to really thoughtfully communicate with someone, I feel like sometimes his tone was just a little pompous and kind of like elitist a little bit. So I just think it didn't land well on the audience a lot of times with these women. That's why they will get like a little bit offended and defensive and things like that. Because it's like, who are you? And that's just my interpretation.
So you get an interpretation based off of some clips, but you never sat down to watch a full video, how everything transpired. But yet you say that he comes off as pompous and his tone, and he missed the mark. Shorty, what the fuck are you talking about? And this is the shit that I'm always talking about when it comes to Jazz, bro. She hear bits and pieces of things, and then she just make an entire narrative out of the fucking situation, dog. And this is why people look at her as a man hater. It's like, dog, you can't for 1 ounce of a second give a man credit for what he was doing, because yet, even when old buddy explained everything to you and what he was doing in regards to, listen, he never gave an attitude to these women unless they gave him that same energy. He came off on, hey, listen, come on. Hey, ma'am, how you doing? How's your day going? He was rocking with some chicks. And then, of course, just like what she tried to do with the pearl shit, she made it about a race thing. Here we go. It wasn't race because he talked to all races of women. And he cooked all of them when they gave him an attitude. Just like what he did with the white chicks that was on fucking Fresh and Fit. He cooked they fucking ass. And they were all white chicks. So it don't matter. It ain't got shit to do with Black women. And mind you, there was a lot of Black women, a lot of wretched ass Black women who got on there too. But there was also a lot of loud ass, annoying ass white women who got on that bitch too. He cooked all of them. So we can't sit here and try to use the race, this whole race thing. That's one. But to go up here and sit here and say because he was pompous and he missed the mark. No, you just didn't want to fucking listen because you thought you were right. You thought you called in to somebody who you believe could help you out, but when he gave you the answers in regards to what it was to help you out, you didn't want to receive that information because he told you he deflated your ego because you thought you was a 10. He told you shit. Shorty, you average at best. You ain't even a baddie. So what makes you think that you deserve this type of man that you asking for? Because that's why he always asks the question, what's your height? What's your dress size? All right, cool. So now we got the foundation of how you look. You 5'3", you weigh 220 fucking pounds. Shorty, that don't look right.
They don't match what you're looking for. Yeah.
Right. You say you got, and say you're a single woman. Cool. But first of all, you a single woman. You ain't got no kids. Why the fuck are you 5'3", 220 pounds? Mm-hmm. You ain't got no excuse. So that's one fucking red flag. And now you talking about you need a man that's going to match your energy and match your level too. What do we talk like? This is the shit I'm talking about. She does not know how to hold women accountable, let alone black women. She do not know how to hold them accountable. She gonna find every crevice, every inch, every space that she possibly can to fit through that motherfucker to not hold them accountable.
No, because she truly believes that whatever comes here to your mind and it comes out your mouth is valid as fuck. And that means like anything that you say you think of and the way it should play out, that someone on the other end, whoever you're talking to, whoever's listening to you, should see it the same way you see it and should talk you to that way. And it shouldn't be, hey, you know what? You're kind of delusional. Because I can't even imagine if I roll up to a job interview and they say I'm going to be like, just say director of operations, and they go through some, hey, so how much like have you done this before? How much time have you been doing it? Blah blah. No, like no, I'm new. I haven't done any of this shit, but I'm real motivated. And then they're like, yeah, bro, you got to do something different, man, to get to this job. You got to get some more experience. And it's like almost like, you know, I'm a motivated person. They shot me down. That's real fucked up. They should have gave me a shot. You're like, bro, somebody told you the goddamn truth. What are you talking about? Like, but she thinks every time these girls come up with this shit that like they think they deserve, it's like valid. And if you go against that, then you're not right. You know what I mean? Like you just kicking the truth. And to them, that's not truth. It's just you being mean. And and be honest with you, bro, I think most women think that way. Maybe not as severe as Jazz, but in some point, a lot of women think that way. Yeah. And I don't know any other way to get around it, to be honest with you.
I mean, when Dr. James was talking, he was like, oh, you know, Kevin was talking about men and stuff first, talking to men and stuff first. The thing with men is, on a larger scale, when you zoom out, like, don't get me wrong, on the internet, we see a lot of emotional motherfuckers. But when you zoom out, a lot of men do have critical thinking skills. So when Kev was talking, it's like, you know, the stuff that you didn't know, people were taking it into consideration and figuring out how they could probably add that to their life, or at least go test it out and see what it does before they come with some pushback against it.
Right.
The women, they don't even want to hear shit. They just think that everything that they aunties and stuff been saying in the hair salon and all that growing up was fucking law. So they were trying to fight back. And just like Courtney said, you know, if you came with a level of respect, then respect was also reciprocated towards you. It's the motherfuckers that came in there trying to jump off the bridge. And that's why people hated Kevin when he did the interview with like Nicki Minaj and stuff, because they thought he was finna eat Nicki the fuck up. Yep. But, you know, outside of Nicki as a stage presence personality, when she was having a conversation, I mean, she from New York. She's gonna sound wild aggressive to begin with, but she's feminine in her own right. She's very, very playful. She cracks jokes, whatever. I mean, if you disrespect her, it could flip, but she's not gonna be the first to disrespect you. So obviously that conversation was never gonna go the way people thought it was, because Kev never necessarily disrespected people. He actually gave people leeway. Like, he'd tell people 2-3 times, like, hey, if you want to take it there, we can get it through there.
Yep.
Like, reel it back in. I'm not talking to you any bad ways. Like, I was a fashion consultant for XYZ years. Sadly, yes. If you're in the line of business for a while, eventually you can eyeball stuff.
Yep.
These motherfuckers that was trapping it, they could eyeball work. You know, you could see a rubber band of money and kind of within a varying degree, depending on what size notes is in there, guesstimate how much is in the stack. Stuff like that. So when, you know, a chick come on there talking about, oh, you know, I'm a size 8 dress, but then she like, oh yeah, I weigh 225, and he like, nah, every time I don't give a fuck what body type you had, you know, that was a size 12 dress. Now they offended because they getting called out for their facade that they was trying to throw up.
Right.
Now everything went left and whatever. And then, yeah, I don't know why Jazz feels like the world hates her. Nobody hates her. Everybody just dislikes the thought process because she's one of the people that clings to one side of a sentence instead of actually listening to the whole sentence, punctuations and all. She gets to the part that she want to respond to, then nothing else matters. Like, no, you never took the full context into consideration.
Facts.
This is why we're frustrated with you. It's not that you say smart shit or you say dumb shit. Like, there's times where you on point, and there's other times where it's like you could be on point if the conversation was going that way, but sadly, you're actually the one derailing the train off the tracks. That's not where the convo was going. This is where we're at. So that's all she really needs to learn is how to take each conversation per context and quit worrying about her little 5 friends she got and the 2 little people she see at the club when she performing her music, because she is she does perform songs and all that. Like,
yeah.
she got stuff going on. She's been a personality before this YouTube, it seems like, but it's just she jumps in conversations and just polarizes them and takes them way far left or far right without actually staying in middle ground, and then gets frustrated when everybody else is trying to reel it back in, because she also believes that, you know, in the round table of opinions, her opinion is law.
Yeah.
So her attorney should just get a show together, and I think they would be happy.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention to that chick, but from what the few clips I done seen, just go ahead and disconnect the internet.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah. That would be a shit show, but hey, they both would have some damn content. That's for sure.
Yeah, she just need to move to the woods.
She got to move to the woods.
Yeah.
But let me play a little bit more of this.
But when you kind of take all of that away, I do feel that Kevin Samuels at the core was trying to give certain demographics of Black people the tools to come together more. I feel his overall message was like, okay, lady, like you said, this is your position in life. You look like this, you got this going on, you got these kids, you make this kind of money, you should maybe go and try to date this guy that maybe also have some kids, this guy that maybe work in the similar field as you. This is going to work better, as opposed to, like you said, you know, having all of these things where some people may call baggage or liability or whatever, and looking at men who aren't even on your radar. So I totally understood that. I am a big advocate for staying in your lane. And I feel like that's ultimately what he was trying to say. But sometimes the execution will get all crazy, and then you know what it was. Mm-hmm. What really concerned me about his intentions was the clip that I saw of him talking to a woman, and they were speaking about a scenario if they were together, because she had kids. The scenario was this: she already had kids. She married him without kids. They had a kid together. They're all moved in. One of her kids that aren't necessarily his biological kids, but they married, whatever. One day she got out the shower, and, you know, he was looking at her a certain type of way. Looked at her when she got out the shower, made the little girl feel uncomfortable. The girl tells her mom, Kevin Samuels is this is his scenario. And he says, okay, if that little girl came to you and says, mommy, dad or whoever looked at me when I got out the bathroom, when I got out the shower, I was naked, he made me uncomfortable. He asked that mother, whose side you gonna take? Are you gonna believe her? And he basically was saying to the mother that it would be her fault. What the mother said was, we're ending that relationship immediately, as any mother would, right? Because you're gonna believe. I don't have kids yet, but I feel if I did have children, I'm gonna believe my child. There's no man that could ever get me to not believe my child. That's me though, right? He was trying to tell this mother that she would be wrong for breaking up with him just because her daughter said something, because she could be lying. And she's willing to destroy and blow up their marriage and their family off of an alleged accusation from her daughter. And then also doubled down and judged her and made her feel guilty for trying to leave that relationship because they have a kid together. So he ultimately was saying, like, how are you going to say you're going to leave me when that's my kid too? These are my kids too. So to try to justify a mother not believing their child when that child tells the mother that she experienced some type of sexual uncomfort from a grown man, to not believe that child, I was done with him after that. Because there's no way you should be convincing a mother not to believe their child when they come to you about things like that. And the thing is, well, people are like, well, kids lie. Sure, kids lie, but there are certain things kids don't lie about. And the thing is,
how
the fuck would you know that if you ain't got kids?
Bro, it's no, like, I don't have to find it, but I do want to find it. But this is a good example of how
find what,
when she hears something that she totally twisted around. I know that I can just say I know that he did not say it in that kind of way. Like, he didn't know.
Right. So the beauty in this is I was bored during the Forbidden Flu. I actually caught that episode.
Yeah.
And what Kevin was saying is, if this man pretty much is willing to live, die, and whatever for you, he had kids with you, whatever, why aren't you? He's not saying like not necessarily not giving him the benefit of the doubt, but why don't you get all sides of the story before you just jump off the fucking bridge?
Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Jazz just told you right here, she not willing to hear shit. She just gonna jump off the bridge. And that's why people with Jazz's current mindset, that's why their kids always end up in the fucking system. This is where you get people that's always in jail, in and out of jail, whatever, because you want to believe your kid all the fucking time instead of getting that story, getting the other person's story, getting the witness's story, whatever, however many stories you got to get, putting all them bitches on the table, finding the parallels, and be like, all right, now I can assess all this information and come to a conclusion. Because realistically, yeah, the daughter could have got out the damn shower and dude would have been there, and just because his head is in her direction don't mean that he's seen her.
Right.
At the same time, why the fuck are you coming out the damn restroom with no clothes on? If it's something you got to cross a hallway or whatever, so it's more than one person that got to be disciplined. The problem is all these people grew up faster than they should have.
Yeah.
And they were in proximity with a lot of weirdos. And things might have happened and slipped between the cracks. So the problem is they take their internal trauma and they immediately dump it on the situation, and they don't want to hear shit because that brings up the time where, oh, I was 6 and it was the cookout and I had to go take a shower, and the motherfucker, when I came out, he yanked my towel off me. But this ain't that.
Right.
Yeah, I want to hear that episode, because just the way she painted it was more like he was saying that this is almost factual. Like he was saying, like he laid up the story that daughter was in the shower, dude was in that room staring at her when he came out. Like the way she painted it was like, this is what happened. What you gonna do about it? Like
the thing is, Kevin was good at sparking thought-provoking conversations. He wasn't painting it out like, oh, shorty came out the restroom and R. Kelly was standing there.
Right.
Oh no, I believe that. I believe what she's saying is totally like twisted. Like that's not the way that's not the way he laid it out.
Definitely paraphrase.
Because he was pretty much like, oh, everybody lies. But most especially at times kids can lie. So if this scenario happened to where this was the story and it potentially was a lie, how would you react? And everybody like, oh yeah, like why would you bring this up? And you know how women be in the comments, oh, all the men that support this is weirdos. It's like, no, y'all dumb bitches don't listen
at all.
At all.
As soon as you heard kid and look, y'all brain shut smooth the fuck off, and you ain't hear nothing else.
It's immediately you out the door. Because for the people who do have kids, we do understand that a lot of times, even though the kids are young, a lot of times a lot of things that they interpret aren't what it actually is. Like, okay, so what is that you see? Oh, I saw this, that, and the third. Sweetheart, it ain't that. That ain't what you think it is. Or this ain't happened how you thought it was. That's not what this is. You got it mixed up. So so you have to take a step back. I get it. You won't. It's like, hold on, what the fuck? Because it sounds unnormal. What you mean looking at you? So now you got to go and ask questions like, hey, hold up, before I jump off the motherfucking porch. Hey, what the fuck happened? What was going on? Why would you hear this, that, and the third? Or what actually happened? Because again, a lot of kids, they may not be able to process what the fuck actually happened, or be able to articulate properly what the fuck happened. So that shit just may be sounding weird. They may just be able to say, well, I got the shower, daddy was looking at me. What you mean? Looking at you. So now you got to dive deeper to what you mean looking at you. How was he looking at you? What the fuck was he doing? Why was he in the room? Like all these extra shit. So you can't just jump off the porch, because now you really have to be careful, because you can fuck up somebody's life off of a lie. So that's what you're saying. So to the women who are here, oh, this y'all are fucking weirds. No, we know how to fucking use our head, use critical thinking, know how to take a step back and not act on our emotions right out the gate. We take a step back. Yeah, we may want to jump off the fucking porch, but hey, take a step back. Think about what the fuck is going on. Think about the kid that you're talking to, regardless, because they may not be articulating themselves properly. And then you get all the information, like Ross said, you get all the information. Then you can come to a good conclusion once you got all the information and data that you needed.
Yeah, and sometimes, bro, they just want attention. Man, I had a situation. I had a roommate that had a daughter, and we were in the kitchen, and she was doing something, and I was talking to the daughter, and the daughter just turned around to her and said, "Hey, he hit me," and I was like, "What?" And then she was like, "You say he hit you?" And then she was like, "Yeah, he hit me." And I'm like, "What the fuck? What's going on here?" Then she's like, "Ah, don't worry about it." And I'm like, "Yo, whoa, you need to do something about that, because I don't want her going and tell her daddy that like I hit her." And that's a serious thing. She kind of brushed it off like it wasn't no big deal. I'm like, you need to address this like right now, because that could be something wild that could happen. You know what I mean? So a lot, and it's like a lot of times they're not trying to. They just don't understand how severe that could be. Like, saying someone like a grown up hits you, like that could be real severe. They just don't know like the consequences of things that could happen. So like, yeah, like you said, like I don't think you should like automatically say that they're lying, but you got to investigate that shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you got to, especially something that's serious. Yeah, you got to investigate that.
No, I definitely agree.
No, that's facts.
If they're lying, we'll find out. But I'm going to believe my child first before anything. If she lying, then she lying, and we'll deal with that as it may. But a grown man telling a mother to believe a man over her own child, that ain't nobody that could ever tell me anything. Because now I know your intentions aren't pure. They are all self. They're all about self. it's like, well,
So I get that, you know, from the 90s and before, people got their traumas or whatever.
Right.
But in this healthy dynamic of women trying to send fucking the cat, dog, snake, and mouse to fucking therapy and all this extra shit, right? If a man's job is to protect and provide, and he's telling you that that's not the situation, let's sit down and talk about this. How the fuck are you gonna tell that man that his intentions ain't pure?
Right.
And those are his kids too. So this is how sometimes, you know, women get name called on the internet. Because now if you go say that that's a goofy bitch mentality, with the way some people think, they gonna come back and be like, oh, did you call me a goofy bitch? Like, no. But that sequence of thoughts is goofy as fuck.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. This does not absolve the menaces in society that this is the lane that they choose to pursue.
Fact.
They do exist. And if you 3-4 kids in and then you realize that this is the person you got, then, you know, I can't always say that the signs were up front. Some people are good at hiding themselves until they're not.
Yep.
So yes, you're gonna have, you know, loopholes. But overall, you've already fucked up. Because you said no matter what, off rip, you're believing the child, which means 9 times out of 10, you started a big ass argument, you got into a fight, you kicked him out, whatever. Some shit you can't come back from.
Mm-hmm.
As much as that man trusts you and he trusts himself to take care of you, is as much as you should trust him and trust that, you know, his provision is enough to take care of you and whatever else he created there.
Yeah.
Will emotions be high in a situation like that? Naturally, yes.
Yep.
In words of Macaroni Tony, women have a proclivity.
Proclivity.
To escalate shit off Jump Street.
Right.
Because emotion sometimes comes before logic. So I'm not gonna say it's gonna be an easy conversation.
Right.
Whatever. But before you just dive off the motherfucking deep end, kicking people out, throwing duffel bags out the door, waking up the neighbors with all this fucking commotion, doing all this extra shit just to come 2-3 weeks later and she come like, oh yeah, you know, I just want to tell you something, mommy, about that situation, like, you know, 3 weeks ago. It didn't really happen like that. At this point, whatever trust and everything that nigga had from you, you're never getting that back.
Yeah, that shit's done.
He can come back, he can play house, he can do whatever, but trust is it's like a health bar when you playing a video game, like a fighting game. Yes, so certain video games you can, you know, regain health if you quit getting hit and all this other stuff, but with each hit it goes down.
Yeah.
Situations like that trust level goes down. It's like, I could tell you that, you know, from now till the world ends, I'll take care of you. I don't have to trust you to take care of you.
Right.
So now, eventually what you're going to do is take yourself out of a position where you're somebody that's provided for wants and needs to eventually, oh, you just going to get the bare minimum. You just get the needs.
Right.
Fuck what you want. I'm not going to concerts and shit with you. I'm going to be like this, the little CEO dude that took the HR lady to the damn Coldplay concert. Bitch, I don't want to be seen with you. Anytime something goes on, you don't ever even want to hear my side. Mm-hmm. You ain't even got to believe me after I say my side. But let's sit down and hear me out. But if off the rip, it's just like, oh yeah, nah, fuck you, blah, I get it. Y'all carried the kid for 9 months. Y'all felt all the kicks and moves and all that. Women are naturally going to be closer to the kids. Fact. All I did is generate these motherfuckers in my balls every 72 hours.
Yeah.
Some got shot on the sheets, some shot on the walls, and some shot in your walls. But you gained more of an emotional attachment to the motherfuckers before they got here. I understand that. But at the same time, the same way I told you when I got with you that I'm gonna be responsible for you, I'm responsible for these kids. I'm not saying anything was right or anything was wrong, but you should be also bringing to my attention that, oh, it was brought to my attention that our daughter said when she got out of the shower, you was just there staring. What's up with that? And had a conversation. If the motherfucker say some goofy shit or he say 3-4 times, which means that you know he trying to curate some dumb shit, do as you may. If the motherfucker's like, oh no, I wasn't staring at her, she had the water still running. I was trying to tell her the water was running, but then she freaked out and ran to the room. So I just turned the water off and like, you know, whatever the fuck the situation might be, at least hear his side. But you just talking about, oh, I'm gonna just shut down off rip, no, believe the kid, whoop do. All right, well shit. Believe that motherfucker when you gotta pay a bond too.
Facts.
That's all you doing, because the sad thing with kids is a lot of things they do for the first time. So if you validate the bad habit, the bad actions, they become bad habits.
Yep.
And the more you validate that, the harder it is to break. So no, you need that kid to understand that, yes, I'm gonna always be in your corner, but I'm also need the 360 of the story before I just jump off the bridge believing you. Because if you believe that kid every single time, and Jazz, I know you're gonna see this. The problem with kids, if you believe them motherfuckers every single time without, you know, process of elimination, eventually they're gonna start weaponizing that against you, and it's gonna make you look bad in the long run.
And you're gonna have some degenerate ass kids out here in these streets.
That's all I gotta say. I ain't saying don't believe your dude, whatever. That's a case by case basis, but shutting down and alienating off rip without having a conversation, that shit dead. That's not the way.
Or getting the full story all together. Yeah, you bugging already. And again, she likes to talk about how men go to jail, how there are black men in jail. There are a lot of black men in jail who've been falsely accused for a lot of different things. So with that being said, you can't just go fucking jumping off the porch just because you feel some type of way. I get it. Like you said, Rob, I get it. You know, so that's your kid. You know, that you ready to protect. That's what you're supposed to do as a parent, right? You are a steward. You are a steward for your child. But at the end of the day, it is not. It's everybody. Everybody's gonna get affected on that, including the mom. So make sure you get all the information first, because that's a serious fucking thing. Yeah, that's serious, bro. And 9 times out of 10, more just naturally, more people are gonna believe the kid over everything. That's why a lot of these kids out here, it's easy to, all they gotta say is some sweet shit, give you soft little cries, and next thing you know, you got you wrapped around the finger, and all of a sudden you believe them. Come to find out, they were lying the whole fucking time because they didn't want to get in fucking trouble. It's like what? It's like what?
And at the same time, we could just pull up last week's conversation on Jazz. The same way that kid could be lying is the same way how Pearl treated you into tricking you into your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
When she said something and then she gave you that smirk, you should have known that she was playing on your top. You should have held her accountable to that. But she just kept smirking, which I'm sure irritated you. It irritated Tyranny and all that. Motherfuckers went left field.
Shout out to baby Ed.
And what Pearl did was she was like, okay, now that I done stirred the pot and I gotta leave this shit to simmer before I take it off the stove, I'm gonna just bow out. Once you put all the ingredients and stuff, you making soup. Once you put all the ingredients in the pot and you done tasted that the levels is just right, you gotta let the shit simmer. So she was like, shit, I done put all the ingredients in the pot. I made my Powerpuff Girls. I put my sugar, spice, and everything nice in this bitch. So I'm gone. You know? Now that's between y'all and Mojo Jojo to fucking figure this shit the fuck out.
Facts.
So, you know, you got to proceed with caution. I'm not saying believe or not believe your kids, but get the 360 before you come to a conclusion.
Before you go act a fucking nut. And I agree with that. 110%. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. Let's go to this on the main topic here, bro. The DoorDash girl. Heard about the DoorDash girl. So we talked about this before, but there's been updates saying that Shorty being charged.
Caught a body about a week ago.
They done caught her ass up here slipping because old buddy he decided to put out a police report and pretty much responded to all that shit that she said about him. And so he went and filed the report immediately, which was the right thing to do. So we're gonna listen to it from Law and Crime Network, and then we'll just kind of give our thoughts in between.
Say less.
Man, y'all gotta remind me to do my premium before I go live.
I bet.
Because I keep forgetting, bro.
Bet.
Look at him. Fucking white liberal.
Victim! Remember, I'm the victim!
A New York woman made wild claims against a DoorDash customer that she delivered food to. She says the man exposed himself to her inside his home, and she recorded him posting the images online. And she even went as far as saying he sexually assaulted her. And her TikTok videos about the situation spread like wildfire. But now she's the one under arrest. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. Hey guys, real quick, before we talk about this case, I want to talk about a big sponsor of On the Case, one of the most watched shows on all of YouTube. We're talking about Morgan and on Lake Ontario. She posted a video to TikTok that quickly went viral. She claimed that she had been sexually assaulted by a customer.
3 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver.
Now, according to Henderson, she posted about what she says happened on TikTok, but it kept getting removed. Whether that's because of the content that she posted violating app guidelines, or whether it was TikTok trying to, quote, silence her, as she claims, that's still unclear.
The DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open. Their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me. I got this on video, and I'm not even going to be posting the video clip anymore because I'm pretty sure that's what's getting me the strikes. But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer. And then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me.
So Henderson's allegations quickly went viral. Millions of people saw the video. It features the semi-nude man who, it appears, is passed out on the couch after leaving the home's front door open. Now, that content was then reposted with other content creators commenting on what happened. Now, according to Syracuse.com, one of Henderson's videos had 30 million views. Damn. So this went everywhere. In her original video, which was taken down, Henderson allegedly insinuates that the customer saw a woman was delivering his order and staged himself for some sort of exhibitionist thrill. Now, the images sparked heated debate in the comments. Had it been the customer's plan all along to expose himself to whoever showed up to deliver his food, or was this just an unfortunate and inappropriate mistake? These are the questions that police have been trying to answer. Some of the more cynical commenters have suggested that Henderson herself opened the front door, then took the video to get attention. Also, at the heart of the conversation, swirling online, was Henderson's claim of sexual assault. Could what happened be categorized as sexual assault? Was there anything there for any sort of charge? We'll get more into that in just a moment, but Henderson made it clear that she was not giving up.
No, I'm going to keep telling my story. Like, this is the only justice I'm getting, is exposing this man and having posted that video and it has gone viral. Like, now he can live with shame and embarrassment if people have seen it and knows who he is or where he, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one being punished. This is a man's world. I'm the victim. Remember, I'm the victim. And they took down my video. They were going to have to pay me for my second story time because that was over a minute long. They were going to have to pay me for all those views I got. So nope, they took that right down. They took that right down. Absolutely not. They're not paying me for that. Nope.
In a video with the caption, "Time to sue DoorDash."
Hold on. So she wanted to get paid for that shit, huh?
She wants some money.
That's the first red flag right there. Also, you want to post it, so you thought that was going to be a great clip. and you thought your shit was gonna go viral, which it did, but it went viral for the wrong reasons. Now you can put yourself in a whole fucking bind.
And it's crazy. She's okay with ruining some dude's life so she can get popular on the internet.
What's up, boy?
Got him.
Yeah, the red hair curl. Yup. Facts.
Oh shit. I know I ain't shit. Shout out to NPR. I ain't shit.
Henderson said that she has spoken with DoorDash support multiple times and they refused to tell her why her account was deactivated. She also claims that she couldn't access money that she had already earned that hadn't been transferred from the app to her bank account. But then on October 16th, Henderson posted one last video.
So I and the rest of the world, we all found out why I lost my job together.
Good.
That's the update.
DoorDash put out its own statement on TikTok and other social media platforms saying, quote, "We've seen some tough and sensitive posts over the past few days, and we want to clear the air. No one should ever have to experience sexual assault, harassment, or abuse, and DoorDash never deactivates someone for reporting it, full stop. We take these reports incredibly seriously and work closely with law enforcement to investigate and support those affected. In this case, the Dasher let us know about an experience that made them feel unsafe, and that is exactly what we always want Dashers to do. Our team immediately began investigating and has been in direct contact with law enforcement and is prepared to fully support any of their efforts. However, posting a video of a customer in their home and disclosing their personal details publicly is a clear violation of our policies. That is the sole reason that this Dasher's account was deactivated along with the customers while we investigated. We've also ensured that the Dasher has full access to their earnings, and we know these are sensitive situations, and we want every Dasher to know if you ever feel unsafe or experience something concerning, come to us. We're here to listen, act, and support," end quote. Now that video update was the last thing Henderson posted to her TikTok page, and that is still active at the time of this recording. The reactions to DoorDash's TikTok statement do vary widely, with some still standing by Henderson. For example, one person commented, quote, "DoorDash upholds rape culture." Another commenter said that everything got blown way out of proportion, writing, quote, "Honestly, if I were her, I would have dropped it off and closed the door for him. She really tried to milk this situation and inconvenienced everyone." But a third commenter referred back to Henderson's first video, which was taken down, but it already spread. Quote, "Her original video showed the door was only a crack open. She opened it fully and entered. I would be fuming if I instructed a Dasher to leave it at my door and then they opened my door and came in to film me in my sleep." Henderson had claimed that she had gone to police to report what happened and that they'd done nothing. But an investigation was underway behind the scenes, and its focus was Henderson.
So before I continue to keep going playing this video, y'all got any thoughts right now?
Yep, just like my background. Shorty was brave.
Definitely was brave.
Hey man, you got to be bold as hell to walk up, because I did. She kept so the video kept getting flagged and it kept getting re-uploaded, but I was able to find the original video on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And she dropped the food, kind of peeked through the crack, seen it, and then proceeded to push the door open. She actually crossed the door jamb, so technically she entered.
That's breaking.
She didn't walk all the way in, but she put a foot over the threshold of the door jamb. So technically, you entered that man's premises. All for whatever the heck you got going on, I don't know.
For a viral clip.
Yeah, but see, she thought she was eating and leaving no crumbs, and she ended up being the crumbs that fell with the bag of the bread.
Fact.
Because as much as you messed up that man's character, you messed up his whole livelihood, to be honest, because not only did you post a video of him in the nude and he was passed the fuck out, I could see if he was trying to answer the door and he just had his shit out and you was like, yo, like, what type of time is you on?
Mm-hmm.
This was knocked out.
He probably whacking his shit and then went to sleep.
Passed out.
I mean that, or he came home and had to pee before he opened the doors, or he just dropped pants and peed right in the front. Because you see his little patio was kind of weird. Like,
yeah,
you know, some dudes they'll piss anywhere.
Fact.
Like, you know, they ask for the restroom when it's time to go take a shit, but you can invite people in. They might go outside and just hit the corner of the house and be like, hey, you got cameras outside? Like, why you worry about some cameras, bro? Oh, I gotta pee. It's a whole bathroom. Just ask me to use the restroom, bro. Like, what, you ain't got no aim? You can't hit the water? you still pee on the seat at your old age? Like, what the hell you got going on? But to do that, and not only did you
Athena, what's up?
Hey, what up? But not only did you post this man partially nude, however you posted him. I mean, the video was wild.
Right.
But then you posted this man's address and all this other stuff. Like, you know how people are nowadays. You have a certain subsect of the internet that's, you know, they're just prone to crashing out for any reason. Like,
right.
A dude will book a flight from North Dakota just to that address just to go crash out.
Yep.
Like, shit's stupid nowadays. So putting all his personal information out there without, you know, I could see if you reported it to the police and it was like a genuine thing that happened,
right?
And then nothing came of it, nobody believed you, but you had your evidence or whatever, and they were just dragging their feet, and then out of frustration, you was like, fuck it, do as you may. Kind of like how people try to blame Trump for January 6th, but don't nobody know how to fucking actually dissect information.
Right.
For one, Trump wasn't the president, and he was like, oh, if you got any beef, like, just show up to this place. Because there was an actual speech that was supposed to be given. And, you know, he did call for security. And the people that he told to up the security, they were the ones that dropped the ball.
Yep.
But we'll leave that the fuck alone, because I'm not really going to bring this into politics. But you done upended this man's whole livelihood. So his address is out there. His cheeks is all in the street, in these internet streets. I don't care how much you scrub the internet. Somebody done saved that video. Is gonna get re-uploaded in 3 to 5 years.
Yep.
He done for it. Then you just running with this narrative that you were assaulted. Nothing happened to you physically. So where were you assaulted? Show me a bruise.
But you see what they said, that it falls on the category of being assaulted, which is fucked up.
How did
you assault somebody naked? And that falls in the category.
Assault and battery, right?
Yep.
For me, assault is a physical fucking action. You can show me a knot, a bruise, whatever. That's why that Rhoda Osmond or whatever, it was kind of in 50-50 people believe in her or not.
Yeah.
As to whether she actually got hit. You could visibly see where, you know, there was trauma to her physical body, whether self-inflicted or however the hell it came about. You could see that there was an area that's not like the rest of the areas. You can go through her last 15 pictures and look at her face now, and one doesn't look like the others. Okay. All you seen was some cheeks.
Oh, it's bullshit.
How did this man assault you? He's snoring.
On his couch, comfortably. He comfortably knocked out on his couch.
Bro, and she expected people just because she said it to fucking believe it, to go with it.
Yeah.
That's the case. If that's the case, and I see a chick and she on her 8th kid and the titties is flat and she whip out a titty to breastfeed, you assaulted me. That ain't the type of titty.
Like for real.
Them joints was
right there.
I seen the powder fall out them bitches. I got assaulted.
For real though. But this always goes back to my point that I always make. That's why it's always important to get the full story. Because if everybody just would have took her word for it, they would have believed her. And it's like
before Disney try to nuke the stream, I'm gonna change my background back. So I don't know if this is copyright or not.
You crazy. And so, so that's the whole problem with this. That's the whole problem. And so she here screaming victim, crying wolf. I'm the victim. Shorty, you did everything wrong. And then, like I said, the red flag in the beginning of this video is when she said, well, y'all ain't paid. I was waiting on TikTok to pay me. For what? You think you finna get paid for that? You think they finna pay you for doxing somebody's address? You think they finna pay you for putting a naked man on fucking TikTok? What you got going on? What you tripping on?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that shit wild, bro. But I
mean,
we get the information. I bet Jazz will believe it though.
Yeah, yeah, should definitely support it. But yeah, I think something should happen on this, like, you know, some sort of jail time or something, like, cause that's bullshit. Cause that she could have really ruined that dude's life, like big time, ruined his life.
Yeah,
This motherfucker got drunk and passed the fuck out.
His life is ruined.
Yeah, I mean, well,
yeah, she got fired from her spot, but he lost his job too.
Oh, he did?
And you put his address on First Street, so now he has to move. How the fuck you moving with no job? You need a job.
Oh, I didn't know that cat got fired.
Yeah, you got called out for assault.
Damn.
You up out of there, buddy.
Yep.
Oh yeah, well, she definitely need to go to jail.
And that's why he had to go ahead and put in. That's why he had to go and put in a report. So he had to go ahead and go clap back. He's like, nah, I gotta put this police report in, bro.
That's good.
Come on, man. You know that man was super pissed when he woke up because somebody probably seen that and called him. So not only did he wake up and see some bullshit video of himself, but now he had to eat cold food. He was sitting on the couch waiting for some warm food, but he passed out. He didn't even get to pull his pants back up. He passed out.
He don't even want that food no more.
So now I ate some cold food.
That much.
And Shorty got my cheeks out here pasty white all over the internet because that's the one part that I ain't never fucking put in the tanning bed. Then she's saying I assaulted her, like, oh, I did something, then went to go sleep after.
Yeah, no, that shit.
Like,
oh, that's some bullshit right there, bro.
That's trash. But
not the unconscious man in his home. In a news release, Oswego police reported, quote, the video, along with the subsequent investigation, indicates that the male was incapacitated and unconscious on his couch due to alcohol consumption. The video was taken from the exterior of the male's residence. The DoorDash driver subsequently posted the video to social media where it drew significant attention. It was further discovered that the DoorDash driver had made claims of being sexually assaulted during this incident. The investigation by the Oswego Police Department determined that no sexual assault occurred. The male depicted in the video cooperated with police and provided a statement, end quote. Weeks after she first went viral, Henderson made headlines again when she was arrested on November 10th for 2 Class E felonies, 1 count of unlawful surveillance in the 2nd degree and 1 count of dissemination of an unlawful surveillance image in the 1st degree. Oswego City Police Captain Brian Thompson told local news outlet CNY Central, quote, when you put something out there, there's no taking it back typically. When you're making social media posts, take an extra second to think about what you're putting into the world. Now, according to Oswego Police, Henderson was processed and released and given an appearance ticket for a future court date in city court. That will be in December. If she is convicted, she could face up to 8 years in prison. Joining us now to talk about this case, and there is a lot to unpack here, Paul Townsend, criminal defense attorney. Great to have you on Law and Crime. I guess just first, have you ever seen a case like this? It just seems so bizarre about kind of the twists and turns that got us to this point.
So I've never seen anything that is exactly analogous with this case, but we have seen kind of similar cases where somebody kind of surreptitiously records somebody in a state of undress and then does some sort of posting of it, whether it's on social media, whether it's on a blog or whatever, that kind of runs afoul of this statute. So it's the particular contours of this, the DoorDash aspect of it, and whether or not she was invited in or lured in, that I haven't really seen before. But this is not that far afield of what we can expect.
When it comes to someone coming to your house, and what does the law say about, she has her camera phone and she sees something, she takes a picture of it. That's really, I know that there's other parts of it that we'll figure out how it plays out. But I guess as from the homeowner's perspective, like what are his rights in this situation when technically you've ordered food and someone is coming to your house? So in some ways, could you argue that she was invited into the home, and does that matter at all?
So certainly there's an aspect of this where as a DoorDash person who's making a delivery, she's invited to be there. However, a homeowner has a reasonable expectation of privacy in their home, certainly. And just because somebody is invited as a delivery person, who has the option to leave whatever the delivery is at the front door, ring the doorbell, and that kind of satisfies their obligation for it. No DoorDash person is obligated to enter into somebody's home, especially if they're passed out on the couch and they're not opening the door to let them in. That is where it kind of transitions from she did nothing wrong to she finds this individual in a clear state of undress. It appears alcohol is involved. He's passed out on a couch. And she decides to take her phone out and, take pictures, which already is something that you're really not allowed to do. And then on top of that, she then posts to her kind of social media pages, which then it becomes kind of publicly accessible, which just kind of compounds her error. And her statements on the matter seem to portray herself as kind of the victim here, being oppressed by the police and by this guy, when in reality, I mean, the law is fairly clear that you cannot go into someone else's house and take photos of them undressed and post them publicly.
Well, and I think the time that we live in too, like the idea of going viral, and it's not just, I mean, even like Facebook back when I was in college in like 2008, if someone posted a bad picture, like it still felt like that was like in some ways insulated, because it was like you kind of knew who was on. I mean, nobody knew what they were talking about at the time. Like, and everybody was.
Okay, I'll let them. I'll pass by that one. But
yeah, honestly, I'd like to get Jazz's take on this, being that she quick to run. Like, I want to know how she could dissect the narrative. Being that she's a believe the first story heard type of person. Well, not to put a perception in people's minds of her, but that's just my observation. Because from the last topic we came from, where oh, I don't care, I'm just believe off rip. Okay, so did you believe this off rip? Because it don't really fully make sense. Like
she'll probably say because she's not black, but she's a black woman and believe off rip.
Yeah, that makes it even worse. It's a double jeopardy right there, boy. Yeah.
Yeah, but when you a girl's girl, you don't get to choose what color the girl is. You're supposed to just you gotta rock out.
That's facts.
So
she makes the rules. She'll be like, yo, if she was a black woman, then yeah, you gotta believe it off rip. Whatever she says. Yeah, I mean, this is all fucked up. This is all some fucked up shit. Like, but stuff like this happens all the time. And stuff like this happens where there's no video camera, and motherfuckers just going on with the story. Like that girl, truly, I'm not even bullshitting. I think she truly felt again that she was taken advantage of, even though she walked her ass in that house. I think because she even said the narrative almost like, "Yo, he set that shit up for her to walk in the house. He left the door open for her to walk her ass in the house, and he'd be naked." Like, come on, man. Like, I really believe she believed that shit.
No, I agree.
Nah, setting it up would have been you came there and then you would have seen him humping his hand.
Yeah, no. Yeah. That makes sense again. But I think in her mind, it's like it already played out, but that's how he set it up. To me and you, it sounds stupid as fuck. To me, yeah. But I think she believes it. That's how it actually happened.
Dude had a mishap. I can't even say it's an honest mistake. Dude just had a mishap.
Yeah, in his house. Who gives a fuck? He's in his house. There's no mistake at all.
That's true.
Yeah, his fucking house. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to do.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, he had a mishap. Everybody's like, oh, well, she had her phone. Well, I mean, it's a delivery service. So a lot of these delivery services, they do want you to take a picture of whatever items were delivered when you drop it off. So yeah, of course her camera was right there ready. Now, what she did was close out the app and open her regular camera to be on some bullshit.
Yeah.
But even if you wanted to get that dude in trouble, you could have took a couple steps back, made sure he was in frame when you took the picture, submitted the picture to DoorDash and been like, I'm kind of uncomfortable with these night deliveries. Is there something else I could do to make money? Like, is there other avenues that y'all thinking about incorporating into the program that I can run? Because this is getting weird. Like, I just delivered this food and buddy over there got his cheeks out.
I believe that it was. She looked at it as an opportunity.
She thought it was a payday.
It was an opportunity because again, just like what the lawyers were saying, we're in this social media age that everybody wants to go viral for something, and at the expense that can be at the expense of somebody else or at the expense of their own moral values. And so, her doing that, because all of us have ordered DoorDash before. Shit, nigga, I'm even the creep sometimes. Nigga, I don't want to open the door when they taking the picture. So I'm peeking through the fucking hole like a creep, seeing if they took the picture and walked the fuck off yet. So they take a few steps back, all the way back, take the picture, and then they walk the fuck off, and I wait till they get in their car and I open the door and get the food. So even in that instance, she didn't use her proper discernment to just say, you know what? I'm just gonna take this picture and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Because if you truly feel threatened, if you truly felt violated, if you truly felt as if you were in danger, your first instinct was to get the fuck out of there. But you looked at it as a viral moment, a payday, and to try to humiliate another man, and now you want to play victim. We not doing that shit no more. Because now all that shit that you just did just backfired on you. Because none of that shit looked right. The door was cracked. Who told you to open it? Who told you to step a foot in there? Who told you to pull out your camera and take a picture of this man on his couch, on his own couch, in his own house? If I walk around that bitch butt fucking naked, you better not take a fucking picture of me. Because either way, it's gonna look good for you. It's gonna backfire on you regardless. So regardless of what you see, that what I got going on is gonna backfire on you. And then you dox my address on top of that, thinking like, come on, bro. Like none of that is right. None of that. But hey, there are some feminists out here who are gonna sit here and say, well, what about the woman, how she felt? Fuck how she felt. If she felt in danger, she should have left. She had all the empowerment to fucking leave and get the fuck out of there as quick as she possibly could.
Yeah, she's a young Karen in training.
And she thought that was what to do.
It's crazy how some people can impede in your shit and still feel offended by it. Like it's crazy. You coming to my house, like how do you think that's right? Like how do you think that's right? Crazy as hell, man.
Well, the thing with this country nowadays is they give the wrong people rights.
Fact.
But a lot of people, they don't think there's no consequences. That's the biggest thing.
Well, the thing is, a lot of nowadays the way some of these laws are written is the consequences actually on the victim.
Yeah.
So victim being that dude is inside his place and whatever, but then they'll still penalize him for whatever the fuck he got going on inside his crib, even though she was on the outside. Like you got people, depending on what state you in, if somebody breaks and enters, you're supposed to just sit back and watch them fucking ransack your house.
Right.
If you retaliate, you go to jail.
Yep.
But they broke in your shit. It's like if I'm so like with laws like that, I don't know who the fuck made them up, but if I already know that I'm gonna get in trouble, I'm sending you to your maker.
That sounds like a liberal. That sounds like a liberal, maybe some socialist.
But yeah, no, I don't, cause I watch a lot of crime TV, so my shit, I done seen a whole bunch of different ass crime TV. Like there's this show called Frogger, and it starts with a PH instead of an F. It's like Frogger or Frogging or whatever, and it's pretty much like people that they break into people's homes and they like live in the walls and the attics and all this other stuff, and they be doing weird shit.
Oh shit, yeah.
And like, yeah, there's one dude was squatting in this dude's house. And this dude, I don't know what kind of mental health he was going through, but he was petty, bro. Like, buddy, wait for the people of the house to go to work, and then he'll jump out the attic. He'd come, he'd drink that orange juice down to the last squig, and then put it back in the fridge. Or like, let's say like you made a sandwich, but you have to go use the restroom. He'd jump out real quick and come eat like the sandwich down and leave like the last 2 bites on the plate. Now you looking around. Shit. Yeah, he was doing wild shit, but the whole time he was tweaked out. Like they eventually got him up out of there, but
yeah,
it was kind of brought up to where like, oh, if you would have really did anything to him, you would have been in trouble. It's like how? Like This motherfucker don't pay my mortgage. He don't put food in his fridge.
Right.
He over here eating my shit. Like, I kind of want to throw up. I don't know if he done backwashing any of my shit over the years.
Right. You feel
How
me?
long has he been here? But you know,
Right.
it's so many laws that's like weaponizing the victims now that people think they could just get over and take advantage now.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that was Shorty's thought process or she just really is just that fucked off. But this is kind of trash. Like, we already survived the believe all women era, which we kind of on the back end of healing that now. But you know, it's gonna take longer for Buddy to bounce back. Like, what if there was no video and they actually went by word?
Oh, he's in jail.
She could have sat there and just called the cops, and they could have showed up and then just seen the situation there, and she could have put on some theatrics once they got there, and they could have got Buddy fucking arrested and put on the list.
Yeah.
Nah, he can't get no high paying job no more.
Yep.
And you know shit like that's happened before.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, you assassinating that man's character. Luckily, this one, when she did it this time around, being that, you know, clout is also a hell of a drug. I don't know what motivated her to do this, but at least she assassinated her own character in the process.
Yeah.
Because
that's
now
good.
It's harder for people to take you seriously.
Yep.
You done cried wolf, and it don't make sense to, you know, 51% of the internet. So you still teetered over half. 51% don't believe you. The other 49%, in the words of Young Thug, whoop-de-doo.
You know what, man, but one thing is, I think she might get up. I think they probably just give her a slap on the wrist. I know one thing for sure: if that shit was reversed and it was a dude that did the shit, it ain't no doubt that motherfucker ain't gonna do no jail time. He doing some jail time for sure.
Even if she get off, I hope Buddy's as petty as I am, because I'm suing her out her bra straps and lace panties.
Oh God!
When I'm done, you ain't gonna own shit but the pores on your body.
Oh yeah,
God!
This was uncalled for. I'm in my mode. I'm laying there. I'm passed the fuck out. Then you just went to the worst extreme you possibly could go. Then you have my information. You know who I am vaguely. I don't know who the fuck you are.
Right.
But then you also endangered my safety by putting my address out there. I don't know who you are outside of your face. Which technically I could just go join the Facebook group and they gonna out you anyway, but
right.
We ain't gonna go down the criminology side of life.
Yeah, don't do that.
Everybody can get touched if need be, but that's just insanity. Like, I don't know where. I get that people be talking about mental health and all that, but I don't know. Some people just need to be ostracized from society.
Yeah.
Send her to Madagascar. Go play with Komodo dragons or something.
Something. I agree. But any final thoughts on that one?
Cancel that bitch like Nino.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, she definitely canceled. Ain't no coming back from that shit. She better whatever she can get up out of it right now. She better get it because that shit over with.
Oh yeah, that bikini bean joint was wild too.
Boy, man, was it? God damn it, Buddy off himself after they got done put this shit on live. I did a reaction. I did a reaction to it a while back. I said that shit was wild, bro. I'm like, my man, what made you really think that? Because Shorty's out there in the bikinis, dog. Like,
you got places that you can go in and do that, right?
That's what I'm saying.
You can't do that, but
like, I mean, you got places where you can just, you know what I'm saying? You can.
you can get it off.
Hey, come on, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. Because every time I've gone to Bikini Bean, it's cool. Like, I done took selfies with the Chiefs before.
Yeah, bro.
No, that motherfucker rolled up with his hand. He's like, yo.
Yeah, he forgot the pants at home.
Yeah.
Hey, he thought he was finna sneak one. That's why he like, shit, I might be able to catch one right quick. She might be right on time with it.
But what blew me was after he took himself out the game, then like all the incels and stuff went over there and held a candlelight, and it's like y'all holding a candlelight for a man that had a girl and a kid. Like, I don't know if they was together or not together, or whatever, but he actually has physical proof walking around this planet that his nuts work. You know, you can't even get the coochie.
Well, he really, bro. I listen, bro. The fact when I saw that video and when he pulled up and he realized there was a camera right there, but his face, he was smiling at first. He saw that camera. His face dropped like a mother. That nigga said,
"Oh yeah."
Your boy thought they were into it. He was like, "Yeah, oh shit."
He thought it was finna prank, but they probably saw that shit coming a mile away.
Oh, Jesus, man. Some of these cats just gotta think, man. They gotta think.
That shit was funny as hell, dog.
But it's like he could have went to the club and just got VIP, and depending on who came to the damn room with you, they'll let you leave it out.
Facts.
I mean, the bouncer's still gonna kick you out if he see you, but
hey, just get the OnlyFans account, man. Just get the OnlyFans account. You good? Fuck it.
Get the OnlyFans account. Nah, bro, don't do that.
Just do it, man. Hey, it doesn't fucking going to jail.
That man wanted. Nah, he wanted physical interaction.
I mean, he was still just gonna look at it. He wasn't gonna touch it. So I mean, he might as well just go and get the OnlyFans.
Yeah, but he wanted to physically see the reaction when they saw that shit.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like, oh yeah, it's big, huh? You like that? Like, no, they don't. They like serving coffee, sir. Like,
you know, it's a coffee spot, son.
They got homework to do. That's just not what they on right now.
That shit.
Yeah, I know your surroundings.
That shit was stupid.
They did that in Scottsdale. Like, boy, if them police was on speed dial,
you feel me? You probably would have got away with it over there in Glendale somewhere.
Like, come on, man.
Like, nah, you bugging. Like, you bugging, homie.
I don't think they got no bikini beans over on the west side.
Yeah, they got one. Yeah, they got one over here.
They do?
Yeah, bro.
I mean, like the real west side.
It's over here on it's down the street from my career, bro.
No, I'm talking about like the real shit. The real west side.
What's the real west side? What
shit ain't that new.
It's the real west side. What you mean?
Hey, the shit that ain't that new. That's what I'm talking about.
Bro, I done went to Courtney's spot. It's anything more west than that, pack a lunch, you heading to Cali, nigga. Like,
oh no, I mean, you know I'm talking about the west side, like fucking shit. Where is it at? Man, you gotta be tripping now.
You talking about that?
Not like actual west. I mean, not where it's like new. I'm talking about where it's like fucking like in the hood.
Oh, you southwest. That's why.
Are you go South Phoenix? You know, somewhere around there.
Nah, you got it.
What are you talking about? You got it. Are you talking about like Levine?
Yeah. Well, shit. Hey, Levine's all right, man.
That's South Side, man. That ain't no goddamn West Side.
No, not where I live. Shit.
Because I'm talking, if you any deeper west than Courtney, man, pack
hey, no, I'm talking about like South Phoenix, like in the streets, like fucking like 19th Street, fucking like over there. That's what I'm talking about.
That wouldn't be a good place to open that up.
That's what I'm saying. They don't have no bikini bean over there. But they did. They did. You might be good.
Shit, me. Nah, that shit ain't gonna make it.
Nah, they got one on. I mean, they got one on like 7th Ave and something. I forgot where the cross street is. It's like 7th Street or 7th Ave.
Yeah.
Or probably.
It's gotta be like downtown or something. Close to that.
But they don't need to bring that to the hood.
Hell no.
No, I'm saying, but that would be the only place he would have flew, possibly.
It wouldn't even.
He probably would have got away with it. Huh?
Nah, you don't want your meat out next to the ratchets.
Facts.
He would have offed himself in the drive-thru. They would have laughed at his ass so hard.
I think he gonna survive that. I think he'll be all right. The whole camera shit. I don't think he can take it.
Bro, you got it. Depending on, see if they let the ratchet women slide through and get the day job there. There's some big fine shit, but she like a loose screw, and you pull up doing that shit, and she start laying into your ass, and she put you on snap or something.
Oh,
you ain't making it to the end of that drive.
Hey, bro, they gonna be selling more than coffee at that thing. I'm telling you that.
Nah, all they sell is coffee and donuts.
No, I'm saying they get some ratchet in there.
He said for that, he said they're gonna be selling more than that.
Well, nah, they actually do have strict policy, so if they do try to solicit like extra shit and stuff like that, they would be.
That shit done. Cause they're a young couple too.
Yeah, they'd be docs and stuff. Like, I ain't quite met the owner of the spot yet. Which
I met the photographer. I met the photographer of them, like who be doing them, taking all their pictures and shit. I actually
yeah, because I'm hoping to rub shoulders with him soon. I've been in a couple close vicinities, but I ain't quite ran into him yet.
Might have to talk. I might have to talk to him about this sponsorship. Like, hey, bro, come through, big dog. Because when I was doing my pressure washing business, I was trying to get a contract deal with them so I can pressure wash all their fucking spots.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they had some people in place already. I was like, oh, y'all dirty. But I'm like,
hey, nah.
Let's look
he
at
seemed
this
like a cool dude. Like I seen him on IG and stuff. He seemed like a cool dude, and he do hire some cool girls and stuff. I mean, I'll be going up there. I got one close to my spot, so
now we gotta look at it from a sponsorship standpoint. Like, hey, bro, we need to have a conversation, homie.
Yeah, no, we could definitely do that.
Yeah.
Shit, I got a shorty I'm gonna reach out to that's on my Facebook and stuff. She says that she does social media managing, blah blah blah. But I'm gonna see if she goes as far as getting like sponsors, whatever too. And then if she does, then I'll tie that back and then I'll tap you in. But if it's just promoting posts and all that, then no, we
don't want that.
Beyond that, like
we good on that. We need some real movement over. We need some real movement over here. We ain't got time for all that shit.
I need to be able to let everybody know what kind of liquor is in my.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Give us some customized cups or something. You feel me? Like what's going on?
Let's get some branding going on.
I
might have to hang another little sign off the street sign up there.
There you go. We'll get that.
Hey, you get your boy drinking on a Tuesday.
Hey, listen, it'd be worth it. It'd be worth it.
It'd be worth it then.
It'd be worth it.
This is a tax write-off for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Entertainment purposes only. Listen, man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure I hit the bell notification. Listen, tonight was a dope night. I thought we was gonna go to another topic, but that shit was gonna be too long.
What you got? What's in the cut?
So this is African guy, and he's basically saying that you know how everybody always saying that white people have adopted the black culture, but this African guy is basically saying that that's not the case. And he said he was given a different perspective from over there in his culture. So y'all want to dive into that, or which I
mean, we could skim over it, and then if it start going too long, you could just wrap it up tomorrow on your stream.
All right, let's get to it then. Let me tap in on it. Make sure I find it.
Ooh, finger waves. We starting off
some great movies on living in the South, or how to, or are people experiencing.
And mind you, she's an American woman, by the way.
Okay.
Jim Crow, and or living in the Jim Crow area. So when I've heard this topic or this subject on there's no such thing as white supremacy, I said, well, what about the Aryan race or the Brotherhood? What about the KKK? Aren't they part of the white supremacy group? Aren't these the folks who made it very difficult for Black people in the South during the Jim Crow era and the civil rights? You know, these are a system that was in place for white people or people who were in power to make it very difficult for people of color.
Yes, it is. Everything you've said is true.
Mm-hmm.
When I say there's no such thing as white supremacy, I'm simply asking people to help define for me. When you use the word white supremacy, you're saying that white people think, or you're saying they are superior or supreme? Because the word supremacy, I think, comes from the fact that somebody is supreme. So is it an affirmation? Is it a question? Or is it an accusation? What is it when they say white supremacist?
The truth is, not every child gets the chance to go to the movies. In North America alone, more than 20 million.
Well, that's a good evaluation. I would say white supremacy from the way I see it, or the way it's been defined to me, or maybe the way I evaluate the whole concept, is a group of white people believing that they're superior and they don't want any exchange with people like me or people of color. Or it could be extended to other folks as well.
A certain group of white people who believe that they are superior.
Yes,
you said. And where might we find these kind of statements made by one particular person, a group of people? Where is it? Are they the ones saying it? Because when I came to the United States of America, it's like you said, I came to the United States of America. I never heard. I've lived in a white town for 5 years, Westport, and I've lived in a black or mixed town, which is Bridgeport, and I've traveled in the United States. I've never met a white person who said to me or to anybody or I hear say, I'm superior, therefore you can sit in my car. Okay? So where did it start? Who said it? Who said that? Okay, what does the white supremacy do? You see, when people have to, when you say something like atheists and theists have only two things. Atheist says, I can't see God, therefore there is no God, right? A theist would then try to, say he hasn't revealed himself to you. One, white supremacists. Is this an institution? Is it a building? Do they go to work? Do they have a hierarchy? What do they do on a daily basis? And what do they do that affect people, as we said, negatively? Who said white supremacy? The white men said it, or we made a conclusion that their behavior is because they think they're superior?
So, I mean, I don't know when the term was actually coined, white supremacy, but that's what they've been called for since the 19th century.
That's correct.
That's what they've been called.
Yes.
And so this is what we call them as well.
That's correct. That is what they've been called. Every time people find themselves in a situation they think they've been oppressed, of course they have to find a word to describe the other person so you can identify him as the one you're talking about. But I am saying, if the people have not continuously built an institution, a building, a place, somebody is paid, they have a hierarchy, continuously saying, you mentioned the KKK. I've been to their headquarters when I used to work in Shelton, and I've gone on their website. They simply said that they believe that white should remain white. They don't want to mix their race, and therefore they don't encourage interracial marriage. They want to, just like the Koreans are doing today, just like the Japanese and the Chinese and Indians all over. There is nothing suggesting that therefore the Koreans are superior or they say they are superior to you.
So the Aryan Brotherhood doesn't say or promote that they are superior?
Well, even if a group of, the other day I was invited to come to an award called Black Excellence. Well, if you are excellent, then everybody else is what? In the 70s we had, I'm black and proud. Black is beautiful. We went around Muhammad Ali and everybody saying, I'm superior to you. And I can show it to you either in boxing, in running, and in the other. So even if people say that, a group of people, but it's not an institution sanctioned by a government. We don't make laws and pay taxes to the white supremacists every year. So even if a group of people, black people, say, we are the best thing God ever made, Millennium College is better than everybody. We say it all the time. But just because you're saying it doesn't mean that it's an institution, I can see it, it does anything to me. So why do we keep repeating the word? Like when somebody say, for example, you've heard this, he doesn't like me because of my skin color. Who said that? Is it the person who did the hating or the person who was hated? Who said he didn't like me because of my skin color?
The person who's hating.
That's correct. Does that make it true? You didn't ask the person who did the hating. You wanted something to show why he had that behavior. Does it make it true? So I've seen plenty enough white supremacy.
So far, what are y'all thoughts on this so far?
I think he's spitting, man. He's definitely laying out the truth. He's opening it up and trying to open her eyes up to see like the shit that you think is going on really ain't going on. You think that white supremacy like is something that's controlling you or has some sort of like power, and it doesn't. So I mean, the dude's spitting. He's spitting the truth.
I think in Black America, we at times in 2025, we're suffering from the circus elephant effect. Being that when they buy like an elephant for the circus and it's a baby, they'll tie the elephant's leg with a rope. And, you know, at that stage in the elephant's life, that rope is strong enough to where if it tries to pull away or whatever, it's going to keep tripping and falling. Eventually, the elephant's going to stop pulling away. Oh, so much to the point that when it's grown, you could damn near tie it up with dental floss and it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I believe that due to folklore, genetics, however you want to put it, if you want to say it's ingrained in the DNA, or if you just want to say it's from the stories passed down from generation to generation, there's an underlying ingraining of heavily indoctrinated racism that people suffer to where nobody even wants to judge a man or a woman off their character anymore if they can use colorism as an excuse. So that being said, sometimes you might run into a ill-acting white male or female, and you just be like, "Oh, well, they're white, I'm black. Fuck them. They don't like me. They're racist." And it's like, that motherfuckers ain't got no home training. Like, you could have been white and they would have treated you the same way.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't necessarily because of you, because at the end of the day, you've internalized so much perceived hatred towards yourself that, you know, everybody is falling under a blanket that they don't necessarily fully belong under, but you're just comfortable with saying that because you can't explain in any other term why they did what they did. So I'm kind of on his side. It's like, okay, if you want to say that there's racism, where is it at? She's mentioning the Aryan Brotherhood. We don't run into them cats in the streets.
Right.
If you stay out the penitentiary, 9 times out of 10, you don't have to worry about the Aryan Brotherhood.
Right.
The KKK wore hoods to get their stress off. There's CCTV fucking everywhere now. You can't leave your block in a neighborhood without being on at least 3 Ring cameras.
Yep.
Them pillowcase days is over.
Yep.
So a lot of this stuff that, you know, people have ingrained into their DNA as second nature, I'm not going to say that it doesn't exist, or people want to scream systematic racism. Well, what's systematic about it? Because y'all go get employed at the same Fortune 500 companies that they do. The problem is when y'all get in those companies, y'all don't talk to them. Some of these people are so excited that you work with them that they're waiting for you to come talk to them. But they also know that in the back of your mind, you think that they're racist. So they're not going to bust the first move because they know just saying hi might be liable to get them sent to HR. So there's a disconnect. Like, everybody is so divided and segregated willingly nowadays. It's not even by force anymore. People are willingly segregating and dividing themselves to where we're allowing this confusion to run rampant. And that's why when it comes to like politics and all that, the media can easily manipulate people off of feelings just by, you know, pushing narratives to certain groups and making them go against another group and this, that, and the third. And then when you have everybody in the room, you sit down like, okay, well, what's your beef with this person? Everybody's scratching their neck because nobody has a cohesive thought unless it's fed to them.
Yeah, and that's what we're trying to tell. And that's what I was trying to tell this guy that I work with, new guy, and he came from the, you know, the hard breaking back work field in the warehouse and shit like that, where, you know, you got along with everybody, you know, because everybody's, you know, doing warehouse shit. And so now he had to tap into the corporate side of things. And so now he's like, bro, everything is different here. I said, yeah, everything is different. And so he kind of falls time to time, he'll fall back into this mindset of, man, is that person racist? Is that person? I said, nah, bro. I said, listen, that person might be weird, but I really don't think that's the case here. I said, you just got to understand the game that you're playing. You got to understand where you at. You got to understand the environment that you're in. I say it's more, it ain't about just the warehouse work. Then you just had to make sure that you do the quality, you do the fucking work. You put in the work, you go to fuck home. But here, you got to do both the work and play the game at the same time. I said, so you gotta understand who the fuck to talk to, you know, understand, you know, the stool pigeons of the company, you know, certain people to talk to, certain people not to talk to, but these are the main people that you need to have good conversations with, because when shit comes down to the fan, they're not gonna fire you based off of the work that you're doing, or the work that you're not doing. They may tell you, hey, we gotta let you go just based off of you don't fit the culture. And so that's one of the things I was trying to tell. I said, listen, bro, play the game. Like, fuck all that. Who looking at you a certain type of way? I said, listen, you a big dude. So they go, you a big dude. So nigga, I looked at you, girl. I'm like, man, who this big nigga is, man? So you gotta understand that. So you can't take everything with this person is racist or this person might be racist just because they're a different skin color. Like, nah. Go talk to them, have a conversation with them, and I guarantee you, it won't be what you think it is. All you gotta do is talk to them.
And like, you know, people need to also learn. I mean, it's hard to learn, don't get me wrong, because coming from rougher neighborhoods and stepping into corporate, it is kind of like, you know, it's like when you go bowling and you put the bumpers up on the lane.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like corporate feels like the hood, but with guardrails.
Yeah.
So to speak. It's weird to explain, but you know, sometimes you gotta leave. Just like me. I mean, obviously, all three of us up here right now, we didn't all met in person or whatever. I got a little bit of size on me. People come up to me and they don't know how to start a conversation. Oh, hey, yeah. Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Oh, okay. Jay. All right, that's cool. You ever played any sports or anything? You play football? And you know, it's like, if I wanted to be ignorant, I could just be like, damn, bro, like, why you being racist? Like, just because I'm big, I play football? It's like, no. Dude's trying to spark a conversation. He don't know where to come from with it. So you got some mass on you. Did you acquire that from playing sports, or like what you got going on? So people need to understand, you know.
And 9 times out of 10, most black people play sports. So it's a valid question. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's a cool 50-50. Yeah. But you know, like, people just need to learn how to assimilate to other cultures and stuff too. Like, yeah, is there in history books that are being erased from history because this group owns slaves, that group owns slaves? I mean, if you want to be realistic, every group owns slaves to varying degrees.
Yep.
I mean, we enslaved our own people, they enslaved their own people, outside of, you know, the polarizing shit that they really tried to push, that they're trying to walk back now.
Yeah.
But at day's end, you have a better clear shot at success in this day and age than your parents or your grandparents.
Yep.
So to go through an election cycle and say, oh, this person's racist, that person's racist, blah, 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 but then y'all unconsciously ended up voting for the actual fucking racist anyway, is kind of wild. And like, people gonna have to zoom out and see who's who. I'm not gonna name drop. I know people gonna have a polarizing thoughts here and there, but they gonna have to zoom out and see for themselves what's what. Because on one end, they got perceptions of these people being holy grail and this person being one way, but then when you zoom out, there's a person that's helped a lot of black people do a lot of things, put money behind. And don't get me wrong, there's positives and negatives, there's pros and cons to everything. Right. But that's where we need to start graduating from. I mean, let's face it, bro. Ain't nobody trapping and fucking. You ain't getting Frank Lucas level trapping this day and age. You not finna be American gangs. All that shit's dead. It's cameras everywhere.
Oh yeah, that shit over with.
Cameras everywhere. Motherfuckers soft as butter. They snitching as soon as you fucking smile at them. That shit is over with.
Yeah,
your bitches ain't gonna hold you down. They've been looking at 3 other fucking niggas in gray sweatpants. They can't wait to fucking see what them pendulums look like when they pull them out.
Yeah,
you're done.
Yep.
So it's time to assimilate to this corporate lifestyle, figure out the game, learn how to play it, and don't be so toxic to where you're unbearable to be around people that can actually help you if you're open to have, well, not even have a conversation. You be open to just start the motherfuckers. Honestly, some of these people, If you can get past the next 3 sentences after you say hi, they'll talk your fucking ear off for an hour and a half.
Facts.
And there's so many gems and so much game you can get in between there if you know what to look for and what to pick up. That, you know, it can help you in the long run. And then that's what we need to dive back into the each one teach one. Because when you gonna learn something over there that can help you, if you implement it and it helps you, bring that shit back to the hood.
That's a fact. I agree, bro. I agree with that 110%. Bro, and it may be crazy, it might be something I need to say on the back end. But at the same time, I'm still hold on, let me fix that real quick.
You bet.
But I'm still on the same tip of making the right connections and plays, even with this YouTube shit.
Yeah.
To bring it back to the family. You know what I'm saying? So fuck that.
But that's the thing. If I go out and I run across somebody that got 300,000 subscribers and they from Arizona, I'm not gonna talk to them just because they white. Like, no. Like, you got that buddy that be going down to ASU and stuff and be like, oh, if you can catch this, you can have it.
Right.
Motherfucker be throwing iPhones and shit. If I run across him in the taco spot, bro, I'm finna buy your tacos.
Facts.
How many tacos you eating today, bro? Oh no, you ain't got it. I know I don't have to, but I'm trying to have a conversation with you. So while we wait to show that I ain't trying to leech off some fucking free time, boom. My act of service to you is I'm gonna pay the tab, and while we wait for this shit to get made, let's see what conversation we can have in 3 minutes that's productive.
Yep.
And go somewhere, or you can just be like, "Oh, he white, he racist," and you can hold your tongue, and then there go your blessing. You don't know why God put you in the room with certain people, but then again, not everybody is spiritual. But you don't know why the universe brought you there. I don't care if you gotta rub your pet rocks or believe that Pluto's in Gatorade. It is what it is. So I don't know. I believe the world is wide open nowadays. We got the internet, all that. At this point, y'all finna say the robots is racist next. If y'all can get along,
for real,
we got 5 to 8 years before they take over and they run in the streets.
Yeah,
but I seen a drone today delivering some shit when I was out with my homie earlier that's visiting from Ohio. We went to Ojo Locos, and while we was leaving, there was a Amazon drone going back to the warehouse to go get ready to deliver the next package.
Y'all with the Ojos Locos?
Hey, the one that I went to today.
Yeah,
we gotta go through there.
What's the one in Tempe?
Nah, this the joint. It's closer to you. It's off 75th over by the mall over there.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I've been in that one before.
Yeah, they premium in that one.
I've been in there before.
Yeah.
But me and Mark used to work at the same spot. We used to go over there. We used to go over there during lunch.
Yeah, so that one nice.
Oh yeah.
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 They got the robots there, Joe. Already?
Yeah.
Oh man.
But I'm not gonna hold you. I was in Heathrow in 2005, and I ordered my McDonald's off the kiosk. There was only one person, and he was kind of just only helping like elderly people. Everybody else, you have to order off the kiosk.
Yeah,
and that was way before the shit became common here. Now you go into Taco Bell and everywhere, and they got the kiosk and all that.
Yeah, true.
But I mean, the shit's coming. It was like, okay, you gonna say that shit's discriminating?
They systematically programmed it to be racist. That's what they're gonna say.
Nah, they systematically programmed it to bitch slap the motherfucking brokies.
Damn.
But like, even she's saying that they got the robots over there. Like on my side of town right now, they're starting to have the DoorDash robots that actually drive in the street.
Oh
so
shit!
It's like, it looked like a little Fisher Price size car. You remember the little car?
Yeah,
it's around that size, and it actually drives in traffic. And it'll pull up on you and drop your shit off. It ain't them little tiny ones that what was it? I think Venezia Pizza had. They used to ride the sidewalk. Like, nah, these motherfuckers is in the street.
Real legit.
But shit, we already got Waymo, so yeah, so that makes sense.
Well, yeah, and you seen they just approved Waymo to drive on the freeway now.
Yeah, so it's about to get crazy out here in these streets. Boy.
That's wild.
It's really finna be up.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta get it. I gotta try that way more though. I gotta hop in that bit one time.
Yeah, I need to try it before I get some ops.
Hey, for real.
Cause see, on one side, I won't mind like trying the technology and stuff, but then on the other side, I'm like, there's also the toxic side of the internet.
Yeah.
How do I know I ain't got beef with somebody that could figure out which Waymo I'm taking and just fucking hack the shit and drive it off a bridge?
See, that'd be some bullshit. See,
it will, but we watched the movies leading up to here. It's just everybody done forgot what they watched by now.
That's facts.
It ain't gonna take. That's why, like,
fucking what you call it on Total Recall and all that shit, man. Yup.
Because
with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes, I forgot the other one.
That was Demolition Man.
Yeah, Demolition Man and all that shit. Yeah, bro.
Cause see, I'm at a crossroads now because I like to travel.
Right.
Especially internationally, because I like enjoying other cultures and whatever. So there was a lot of the planes that are kind of out right now, they're still run off floppy disk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Right.
But in the aviation sector, they're trying to update and get with the times, and they thinking about getting these bitches on Wi-Fi and all this extra shit. I'm like, no. You put this shit on the grid and the motherfucker don't like somebody on that flight log, it could be one person. That whole plane is in jeopardy.
The whole plane going down, boy.
Because if that motherfucker figure out how to hijack that plane in 4 to 5 hours, depending on the flight, everybody up out of there.
I'll tell you one thing though, whoever gonna be cybersecurity for that, but they finna get broke off. That's why I gotta get it. That's why I gotta finish that school in cybersecurity school and bro. Because shit, man, listen. That they're gonna get broke off some bread for that shit, because the more technology there is, the more cybersecurity jobs are gonna be. So that shit gonna be crazy.
I just need to learn some anti-AI coding.
Too easy.
I know AI works faster than humans, but like a lot of these people that's developing some AI stuff, that's why you could find videos of like certain people working for certain companies that's just starting to straight up quit and go off the grid and do all this extra stuff because they didn't ask like, oh, hey, if I had a prompt for you to like, let's just say basically kill yourself, would you do it? And they're like, yeah, I might get you up out of here before you could get me up out of here. And it's like, oh, okay. So that's where they, is driving towards them becoming like sentient beings and all that. But I ain't gonna open too many rabbit holes for folks. If you want to be a nerd, go be a nerd. I'm partially retired. I'm trying to get a mansion. So,
hey, I'm telling you, bro. But that's gonna be part of it. Us being a nerd is gonna have to help. But we also be putting in the work too. So.
Yeah, but see, I'm at the point where I'm a frustrated nerd. Like
that's fair.
Motherfuckers used to fight me and tear up my comic books and blah blah blah, and now all of a sudden they Wakanda forever. Like, man, fuck y'all.
Man, bitch, I'm still pissed about my books. Fuck wrong.
Yeah, some of them comic books I had, I can sell for $300-400 an issue right now. But nah, your bitch ass wanted to come rip pages out the shit.
You want to be a bully and shit. All right, I see what type of time.
Now that it's trendy, you talking about, oh, where the African store at? I need to buy dashiki to go watch fucking Black Panther. No, you don't. That shit was created by the white man, and you talking about y'all don't like.
Dashiki.
Y'all don't like white people, but y'all go watch all these Marvel movies talking about how marvelous it is. You trying to
be having full-on debates. Who's stronger, who better, who all of them.
Y'all done call these people African booty scratchers y'all whole life. Now y'all trying to go wear dashikis to go watch a movie. And it ain't even about them. Go on somewhere.
Go about your business, bro. Nobody want to hear that shit you talking about. Get out, like, man, get the fuck out of my face. All right. Any final thoughts?
No.
My final thought is Jazz. We ain't got no $1,500 finder's fee or whatever, but we do have an open seat for you if you ever want to come up here and shoot the shit. We don't bite. And
I might. You say something crazy.
See, the thing with Jazz is I don't really think she be meaning to say crazy shit. She just
that's the bad part. She got
but
that's the bad part.
She just needs somebody to take time with her, you know.
Well, apparently her man doing that. Look at he like.
Yeah.
I was gonna say some shit, but I ain't gonna blow up nobody's spot. So I'm proud of him.
He said, "I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you, big dog."
I'm proud of him. You got a good one. She a baddie. It's just the thought process. The thought process needs some massaging. That's all.
That's crazy, hell, boy. Crazy shit. Marcus, you got any final thoughts, bro?
No, man. I think we wrapped it up. Yeah, man. That was a good show, bro. Like, we got on some real good topics. But no, I got no final thoughts for now.
Oh,
what's up?
And happy birthday, belated birthday, whatever, to our panelist Ashley. Shout that out.
Shout out to Ash.
And, happy week of stress to my boy Macaroni Tony.
Oh my God, boy. Hey, he's getting to it though.
Hey, we got some shit going on, yeah.
when duty calls. But shout out to the panelists that couldn't make it on tonight.
No, I'm saying that's resting in peace right now.
They had other obligations.
That fool for show passed out. He can't hit that live button though.
Shit, to be honest, I don't even think he passed out. His ass probably still working right now.
Oh shit!
That boy getting to that chicken.
Yeah. All good, my people. Well, I appreciate y'all for coming to kick it with us. Of course, we always have a dope show. We thank y'all for tapping in.
It's a question right there. When do you usually post the show?
Oh shoot, man! I post the show typically maybe at the latest 3 hours before 7:05. So you can look for around 4:05, but we start at 7:05 MST.
Yeah, Mountain Standard Time. So adjust for.
And so I go live. So the panel, like right now, it's every Tuesday, 7:05 p.m. And then I go tomorrow, which is solo, and Saturday as well. Tomorrow, 7:05 p.m. And then on Saturday, it's either going to be 7:05 or 9:05 p.m. I'm still twiddling between those two time frames, trying to figure out which one going to work best. But
and you still dropping the premiere?
Yeah, still gonna drop. Yeah, I still drop the premiere.
Yeah, so it premieres as well.
Yeah, I drop premieres too. So, but
if you subscribe, hit the subscribe button twice so that your notifications get cut on, and then it'll actually send you an alert when
hit the notification bell
when we go live. So
I appreciate you for asking that, Green Banger 2K. Appreciate your question, big dog. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. And until next time, man, I will holler.